just hang out in there. If you have an ability or a role that I visit you on the first night, then I'll see you in a second. If you don't, then just hang out until you're automatically pulled back here, which I'll do all that behind the scenes. So don't worry if it seems like it's taking a while.
All right.
And I think I can just do. No. All right, they changed this bot, so.
Okay, we are the Scarlet Woman.
Hey, Chris.
That was quick. What's up?
Your demon is Becky. Back-to-back games.
Nice.
All right, see ya.
Thank you, sir. So I don't like to put the demon icon, because I've had times before where I've accidentally looked at my character sheet and just read what was on there, let it slip. So once I find out what Becky's bluffing, I'll update this, and then once I determine what I'm bluffing, I'll update my own. But obviously, for the purposes of this, we're the Scarlet Woman. So we probably want to try and put ourselves in a situation where we say we're, I don't know, this backfired last time, but make it look like we're really expendable. And then sometimes they do immediately kill you, or sometimes they're just like, okay, well, we're not going to bother, and then I can live a long time. But yeah, we haven't played this. We haven't played the base version of the game in a while, so it'd be interesting to see how it goes. The problem with this version, I mean, I like it, but there's a lot of really powerful information gatherers. So Empath, Fortune Teller, Investigator, as evil, you could just immediately be behind the 8 ball. So. But we'll see. The problem too is that I would not immediately necessarily talk to Becky. That's not quite true. I've talked to Becky quickly in other games, but I just have to be careful that it's not too obvious that I'm just hopping right into a room with Becky. But it might mean that I have to bluff without knowing what our 3 bluffs are. And if that's the case, I'll probably go with maybe I'll just bluff Saint. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get some tips. One thing that can be worthwhile is if Becky and I are at each other's throats, because then they'll think we're on the same team, hopefully, and then they can kill one of us, and either way the other one will survive, assuming there's enough people, because if they kill her, it'll jump over to me.
Writing it, right?
All right. First night in the books. I'm going to do a real quick rundown of how this works. Okay, so the game is played over day and night phases. You just saw the first night phase. The day phase is where we are now. You're either on the good team or the evil team. If you have a blue token, you're on the good team. The goal for the good team is to kill the demon. There's a demon in the game. If you kill the demon, you win. If you're on the evil team, the win condition is only 2 players left alive, one of them being the demon. So you want to get it down to the final 2. Okay, so everyone has a unique role they've been assigned. And let's just pull up the reference sheet and go through them real quick. So you got the dark blue good guys. They're townsfolk. Townsfolk have abilities that are good for the town and help find the demon or kill the demon or just do good stuff towards helping the good team reach their win condition. So the first 4 on that sheet are called like the starting information roles. So the washerwoman, the librarian, the investigator, and the chef, they all start the game knowing something. So we've already done the first night. So if any of those 4 are in the game, I've already visited them on the first night and given them their starting information, which is all very similar, just slightly different. One's about a townsfolk, one's about an outsider, one's about a minion. Pairs of evil players for the chef. I guess now is a good time to bring up that the geography of this circle matters. So if we were playing in real life, we'd be sitting in a big circle, and your neighbors or pairs, in the case of the chef, are the people right next to you, right? So if there's a chef in the game, they learn how many pairs of evil players. Pairs would just be sat next to each other. And then washerwoman, librarian, investigator all work the exact same, only they receive information about different types of characters. Okay, those are the starting first night information people. Then you sort of have the every night folks. That's empath down to monk. So empath learns about their neighbors, like we just talked about the way neighbors works. You just get a number of how many of your alive neighbors are evil. So if there's an empath in the game, they got either a 0, no one next to them is evil, 1 or 2, 1 or both. Alive is important because as the game goes along, people die, and your alive neighbor can become like someone further down, right? The empath could be learning about someone who's 4 people away from them if everyone between them has died. Fortune teller asks about people, gets a yes or no about whether or not they're the demon. Undertaker is like if you've played Mafia or Werewolf or other social deduction games, sometimes this is just built into the game that when someone dies, you learn what they were. In Blood on the Clocktower, that's not part of the game unless you have an Undertaker in play. Then I would visit the Undertaker and tell them who you executed the day before. Executed is killed during the day by a vote, which we'll get to at the end of this day. Monk just protects people from the demon. Every night you pick someone. If the demon tries to kill them in the night, they don't die. And then you have sort of the power roles, which is Raven Keeper through Mayor. So the Raven Keeper wants to be killed by the demon. If you die at night, i.e. the demon kills you, I'll wake up the Raven Keeper and you can ask about anyone you want. So the Raven Keeper is normally sort of lying about their role to the group because they want the demon to think that, oh, the Raven Keeper is like the fortune teller or the empath or someone like really powerful that the demon wants to kill, but really they're the Raven Keeper and they're hoping the demon picks him. Anyway, Virgin is a weird one. So the first time you're nominated, the person that nominated you, we'll get to nominations and how those work. That's part of the voting process. But the first person that nominates you, if they're a townsfolk, if they're a good player, one of the dark blue characters, then they immediately die. So it's sort of a way for the good team to give up one of their own players to confirm like 2 good people, right? Kind of a weird one. But Slayer, if you're the Slayer, once per day publicly, when we're all here in the town square, you just say, I claim Slayer and I shoot blank. And if they're the demon, they die. Really straightforward. Anyone, and for all these things, if it's something where it's like, actually, I guess Slayer is the only one in this script where you would publicly declare something. So if you're pretending to be the Slayer, you can say, I claim Slayer, I shoot whoever, and I'm not going to be like, you're not the Slayer, so nothing. I'll just be like, they didn't die. You know what I mean? So this goes for any how you bluff these things as well. Soldier, just if the demon picks you at night, you don't die. That's it. You don't get any information or anything like that. You're just safe from the demon. Mayor is an alternate win condition for good. If you get down to only 3 players left alive and you can convince the town not to kill anyone, good just automatically wins. But that's really risky when there's only 3 alive, because the evil win condition is for only 2 people to be left alive with the demon, which is what would happen if you go to sleep in that situation. Anyway, okay. That's the townsfolk. Outsiders are on the good team. However, they have sort of like limitations that the good team has to get past. You normally have something that kind of actually hurts the town, even though you're on the good team. It's a way of balancing the game without just adding extra evil players. You have good players who kind of mess shit up. So the butler is just limited in the way they can vote. I'll come back to the butler when we get to the voting phase. Drunk. Okay, this is a super important one. So there is a condition in the game called drunkenness or poisoning. They're functionally the exact same. Drunkenness is just when it comes from a town source, and poison is when an evil player does it to you. But functionally the exact same. So if you're the drunk, you don't know you're the drunk. You think you're one of these dark blue townsfolk people. However, you're not. You're drunk. And again, being poisoned is the exact same way. So if you are drunk or poisoned, all your information that you receive could just be nonsense. Or it could be the truth if I decide to give you the good information. Like so let's use Empath, for example. If the Empath isn't actually the Empath, they're drunk or they've been poisoned by the evil team at night. Let's say both their neighbors are evil. I might visit them and say 0 or 1, or I might say 2 if I think like it will confuse them more, even though it's the truth. Basically, the drunkenness and poison is where I come into play the most in terms of being the storyteller and like balancing the game. Yeah. There'll be a lot of discussion about drunkenness and poisonous while you're talking with everyone in the game, and it'll make sense. Recluse, similarly to where I make decisions. So you might register as evil, demon, or minion even if you're dead. So anytime a recluse comes up in one of these information things, let's use the empath again as an example. The recluse is sitting next to the empath. I might give the empath a 1, even though the recluse is a good player, right? He just might register as evil. Let's say the Undertaker digs up the recluse after you've executed him. I might say that player was the poisoner, even though they're the recluse, right? Just because it messes with info gathering roles. Finally, the Saint. If you die by execution is specifically during the day you're voted off the island by the team type situation. Then your team just loses. So if you're the Saint and the town's about to execute you, you gotta convince them not to, or the game's gonna end. Okay, evil team. In this setup with this amount of players, there's gonna be 1 demon, which is guaranteed to be the imp, and 1 minion, which is one of the following 4 players. Poisoner, you pick someone at night and they're poisoned or drunk, same idea. So if you suspect there's a poisoner out there messing with information, trying to untangle that is like a huge part of Trouble Brewing. Spy just knows everything and is basically a reverse recluse. So a spy sees the grimoire. What that means is the board. So like your grimoire right now is just going to be your circle of tokens that you don't know anything about other than your own. Mine has all the information. So the spy sees mine, sees all the information. Also, reverse recluse in the sense that if an Undertaker digs them up, I might say that it was the Slayer, or if they're sat next to an empath, they don't register as a 1, even though they're evil. That kind of crap. Scarlet Woman, backup for the demon. If the demon dies and it's still early enough in the game that 5 or more players are alive, the game doesn't end. Scarlet Woman just becomes the demon. So it's like a backup plan. Baron, there are extra outsiders in play. As we went over, outsiders are good, but they are they fuck up the town, right? So if there's a Baron, the Baron does all their damage before the game even starts. They don't have any power within the game. They just add 2 extra outsiders instead of townsfolk. And then in this case, all 4 outsiders would be in the game. And then the Imp is the guaranteed demon. There's only 1 demon in the script. So one of you is the Imp. Imp, each night, anytime you see each night with an asterisk, that means each night other than the first. There's no death on the first night. Each night other than the first, they choose someone, they die. The imp can also has another backup plan besides the Scarlet Woman, where you can choose yourself in the night. You'll die, and your minion will become the demon. If you think like the next day you're definitely going to get executed because everyone in town is positive that you're evil, it's another backup plan. Okay. Information that everyone has right now. We're in a 9-player game. So if you look in the middle of your little grimoire, as it's called, the circle, there's a couple numbers in here, right? 9-player game, 9 people alive, 9 votes available out there. Those are the top 3 nines. Then there's like the distribution of roles. So there should be 5 townsfolk, dark blue, 2 outsiders, light blue, 1 minion, 1 demon. 1 minion and 1 demon is guaranteed. The outsider count can be messed with. If a Baron is in play, instead of 5-2, it would be 3-4. And also, the drunk doesn't know they're an outsider, right? So if you're only one person in the entire thing is claiming to be an outsider, you might suspect a drunk because that's the second outsider who's out there. Okay, evil team know each other, so the minion knows who their demon is, and the demon knows who their minion is, but the demon doesn't know specifically which minion the minion is until they talk in the game. The demon is also given 3 demon bluffs, which are 3 roles that have not been assigned to anyone. So the demon knows that they can pretend to be those things safely, right? Because no one else is going to be like, I'm that thing, because they haven't been assigned to anyone. They could, but they would be lying if they said that. What else am I forgetting? So in terms of how the day actually functions, I'll put a timer on the day, right? So the day 1, say I put like 10 minutes on the clock, right? Over those 10 minutes, you can sit in here in town square and chat all you want, or you can be like, hey, Brian, let's chat. Is Brian paying attention? Let's go talk in Baker's unnamed location. And then go down there and have a side conversation about how we suspect this person, or I'm this thing, or, whatever. And then you do that for 10 minutes, gathering as much information as you can. And then after 10 minutes, we'll be called back here and we'll do like the vote for the day, which I'll go over at that time. What did I forget? People who have played a lot.
You can't hop in other people's private conversations.
Right. Private conversations are like legit private. Part of the game isn't like, I'm going to jump in there and try to catch them saying
but
something.
There is like a chat channel, so you can use that. You can use that at night, and you can, like, if 2 people are talking, you can ping them in chat and ask them to join, or
like this. Yo, what up? Right. And then you can use that to chat, and then you can have private conversations with the video chat, and then, but like, it needs to be public knowledge that you had a private conversation with someone, right? Like, you can't like text them on your phone on the side. If that makes sense. You can use the chat in here and like directly at someone, but it's out for everyone to see.
I think that's a good overview.
Yeah, I think we're there, right? And then at any point you can pull me aside about any. I know there's like a lot going on at first, so you can just say, "Hey, Pat, can I talk to you in a side chat?" and ask me anything you want.
Sonny, whatever's going on, Baker is evil. You just have to like trust me on that.
Didn't I say that first? I feel like that's normally how I
is that
start.
the number 1 rule?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think
Okay.
Brian already
All right.
forgot the rules of the game, so I think he's being real sus right now.
So
change that light to red, Brian.
I'm going to put 10 minutes for day 1, right? And it just started right now. So in 10 minutes, everyone will be automatically pulled back here to Town Square. Until then, good luck. Oh, and narratively, I'm the storyteller for this village we all live in. I've been murdered, which of course means that there's a demon out there amongst them, and you have to avenge me by finding them.
So he can come in your chat too. Sonny, you want to chat in my Bukkake bunker?
Okay.
Becky, you want to chat in your room?
Colin, you want to talk?
Baker, would you like to go for a chat?
Chris.
Fine.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. Do you want to do a 3 for 3?
Sure. All right. My 3 are the monk, the chef, or the fortune teller.
Okay. If you were the chef, what number would you have been given?
If I were the chef, Maybe like a 1.
Okay, so I think a safe bet. Okay, I am either the soldier, the mayor, or the Raven Keeper.
Assuming probably not actually the Raven Keeper. After Pat's strategy session.
Who knows?
Alright,
Cool. Thank you, sir.
see ya.
Bitch, is there any pizza left? Can I have some?
Sorry, I finished. I didn't see your message. You want to chat in a room, Chris?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hello, Chris.
Hello, Mitch. Mitchell? You like Mitchell? Did anyone call you Mitchell?
I oftentimes, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
it works.
Yeah.
It is my name technically. Yeah.
Okay. You do 3 for 3.
I'm gonna just tell you what I am because I honestly think there is absolutely no downside to telling you that I am the butler.
Okay. Did you pick me as your vote partner?
Nah, I picked Becky. 'Cause I have no clue what to do as butler other than I don't know, pick someone and then I get to vote when they vote. It's really like
Okay,
it feels more like a traveler role.
Yeah, Butler's kind of boring to be honest.
Like there's no Godfather in play, so it's not like I'm like having to be secret right now. And like you could be the demon, you'll be like, "What? You'll kill me today? Who cares?"
Yeah, no, I see what you mean. Yeah, I mean also too like if we can get like an accurate count on outsiders.
Yeah, that too.
Then it hopefully can tell us what minion there is, or at least rule out there being a Baron.
Yeah. Feel free to tell me any information you care to share.
Okay, yeah, I'll share the 3 that I gave Colin. So
Sure.
I am either the soldier, the mayor, or the Raven Keeper.
Oh, the classic. Oh, it really feels like we're playing Trouble Brewing.
I know.
What's
There's
wrong with my
literally,
tongue
like,
today?
Google how to play Trouble Brewing. Tell people you're one of these 3 roles.
Soldier, Mayor, or Raven Keeper. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's it.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
You want to get Bukake?
Yeah.
They send you a chat.
Sure.
Cool. Okay. Did Brian explain to you how we usually?
Yeah, so either you want to announce your 3 or not. So
Yeah.
I actually wrote down my 3.
Oh, good.
So,
Okay.
I'm
So
good.
I'll go ahead and share mine. I am either the soldier, the mayor, or the Raven Keeper.
Okay. Soldier. Okay. So I'm either the Slayer, the Undertaker, or the Soldier.
Cool.
Mhm.
Did you get any vibes on Brian?
Nothing so far. I don't really know what to look for, but he
fair.
was giving me a lot of advice, so I was just listening. That sounded nice, but also he could just be, tricking me. So
Cool.
yeah.
What? This is a random question. What webcam do you have?
This is actually my real camera, like a DSLR plugged into my computer.
That's a sick fucking webcam. Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah. I'm not a streamer though. I just have it. But
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
all right, thank you.
Pretty sure Becky and Miriam.
Baker, you in chat? Baker.
Yes.
You in chat?
Yep.
You do 3 for 3.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you gonna tell me Soldier, Mayor, Raven Keeper?
I assume someone's already talked to you.
Yep.
Okay. What do you?
Raven Keeper, Fortune Teller, Monk.
Okay.
What's the doc-
Do you have anyone else's roles you want to tell me? Since somebody's apparently given out my roles.
The only person I've talked to is someone you've already talked to, and then Big Dog, who hard claimed to me. So I can't disclose his without his permission.
What is this an accurate statement? I feel like every time Big Dog hard claims to you on day 1, he's evil.
It has been at least 75 to 80% of the time he's done that.
Right.
It's been evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was not
Alright.
lost on me either.
Okay.
But this time he's not. Well, I guess he's not. Normally when he does it, he's claiming some role where he can like disseminate bullshit information to me. He's not necessarily doing that this time. He just gave me a role without it being super valuable.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Do you, if you like go out your sliding glass door, do you just like walk into water?
I was thinking that too.
It's like a little patio and then about 10 feet and then water.
No shit, that's really cool. I
Yeah.
didn't know you live like right in the water.
Yeah, it's a good location for sure.
What happens when it like hurricanes? Is your whole like house just flood?
The seawall is at least 8. The seawall is 6 feet, and then there's probably another 5 feet it has to rise up. So I've got at least 13 feet of giveaway. So a serious hurricane at
yes
high
is the
tide.
answer?
Serious hurricane at high tide would fuck me for sure.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
dope. I never noticed that before. I guess because it's
Yeah.
always been so dark by the time we started. I can finally, it's like still light enough to see.
I enjoy leaving the window open when I'm playing this game and like let people look in here to see these weird screens that I have
Yeah,
and wonder
yeah.
what the fuck we're doing. But
Cool. All right, nice.
town square.
What's the score?
We are down by 1. It's 1-0. Sonny, who lured you into this game?
It was Chris.
Chris?
It was Chris. Yeah, he was talking about it because I asked him like how you guys like kind of met with the people in that party.
Yeah.
I lured him in
Anyway.
within like 5 minutes of meeting him. It's like, hey, nice
That's
to
pretty
meet
much
you.
it.
You should come play
Love it.
Clocktower with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And here we are.
Yeah, it worked out.
I couldn't join last week because I had to sleep early, but today's the day.
Where do you live?
Tampa, Florida.
Oh, nice. Local. Sweet.
Baker's in Tampa also. Yeah.
Oh, I just moved here like 3 weeks ago. So
Nice. From where?
North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty far.
Oh, get him. Let's go. Let's. Ah.
And so, does everyone always meet with everybody, or some people just choose not to meet with people? Because I'm just trying to like see what's happening right now, understand what's going on.
It's just random. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's certain people's player type too. Some people are always pretty aggressive about meeting with a lot of people. Some people are not.
To get as much like information as possible.
Yeah, like the fact that Becky and Miri have been talking to only
No,
each
they're
other
talking about
the
nothing. We know
entire-
that.
Yeah,
That's
they're-
what Becky
they're
does. She's
100%
talking about
nothing. Yeah,
Greek yogurt bars right now.
100%.
Just chatting, just to chat.
Big dog, 30 seconds.
Wait, Brian. Brian knew I wanted to talk to Big Dog. Or Brian and Big Dog are evil.
God, our power plays garbage. Sorry.
Do power plays usually happen every game, or is it like more rare than that?
Yes.
Yeah. You should at least get. I feel like 2 to. Oh, nice move, Cooch.
Do a period, yeah.
There's a guy named Cooch.
Kucherov, yeah.
Did y'all score? Nice, y'all scored.
Cooch for short. It's good. Do we have time? What's the time like? Big Dog, you want to talk real quick? God damn it!
Oh, Vopot.
Votebot!
Vote-bot!
All right, Votebot has
Classic.
pulled us all back to the town square. So this is where we start getting to the killing. Important thing that I did not mention in the description of the game: dying in this game is not nearly as bad as it is in other social deduction games. When you die, you lose your power, your character's ability, and you lose your ability to nominate, which we'll go over in a second. And you can only vote one more time for the rest of the game. However, you are still socially completely involved in the game, and it's essential that you keep engaging for your team to win. Okay, so actually, I'll give you guys like a minute or two to talk about what you've learned, group chat stuff if you want, and then we can open nominations, and I'll go over the rules for how voting works.
I have a question to Becky and Baker.
Mhm.
Are one of you willing to come forward with your role?
No.
No.
You don't want a hard claim.
Okay.
As a general rule,
in front
I
of the
don't
whole
ever
group,
agree
that's
with
a bold
letting the
ask.
evil team have the same information that the good team has.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
do you
my
mean like to
personal
you
preference.
privately, or you mean to like?
No, to the whole, because if it's a role that I think it might be, then I think we have the game. And if one of them just was willing to say it,
It's a bold ask.
Yeah. For at this exact moment, with where I'm at personally,
does that
in
make
this
sense?
game, I'm gonna decline your generous offer.
Are you willing to come forward with your role to everyone, Brian?
Not yet. I think I have to the majority of the class.
I've heard this before. I'm about to be the demon.
You aren't my first choice for killing.
Okay.
Okay. So, during the day, when nominations is open, which they're about to be, everyone who is alive, which is everyone right now, may nominate someone else one time. You can also be nominated one time per day. So, let's say Big Dog nominates himself. We'll stop the discussion. I'll say, Big Dog, you've nominated yourself, and this will happen on the screen. And then Big Dog will get like 30-ish seconds to explain himself. Say, Big Dog, why have you done this? And Big Dog will give his case as to why Big Dog should die. And then I'll say, okay, Big Dog, you have 30-ish seconds or so to defend yourself. And then Big Dog will give 30 seconds why he shouldn't die. Then we run the vote. So the way that this works is the hand is going to rotate around clockwise. And by the time it passes your token, you have to have your hand up. So right now you should have like
amend that statement. You have to have your hand up before it gets to you.
before.
It will not let you put it up as it gets to you.
And I will say that whatever happens in there is going to stand. Even if you did mean to vote and you missed it, I'm not going to go back and change it because it's a very legit bluff to pretend like, oh shit, I meant to vote, but I didn't. And it's going to look something like this. It'll count down. And you get your hand up if you want. Is a fake vote. So like Mitch voted. Mitch is the only one who voted. Thanks for the great demonstration, everyone.
You're welcome. Vibe check on everyone else.
So one vote would not be enough. So in order to put someone on the block for execution, you have to get a majority of Jesus. Sorry, my food's ready. It's going to just have to burn. The majority of living players. So right now with 9 living players, you'd have to get 5 votes to be on the block. Let's say Big Dog had received 5 votes. He wouldn't immediately be executed. He would just be in line to be executed at the end of the day if no one else got more votes, right? So let's say he got 5. He's on the block now. Colin nominates himself. He gets 2 votes. It's not enough. Becky nominates herself. She gets 6 votes. That is more than Joe. So now Becky's on the block. Joe, Big Dog, same person, is off the block. And then Chris nominates himself, and he gets 7 votes, which is more than 6, and now he's on the block. And then Baker nominates himself, and he also gets 7, which is a tie. Now no one's on the block, and no one's – it's crazy. That's what happens when you vote. Or, sorry, when you tie. When you tie, it takes both people off the block. Otherwise, you need more. There's a couple roles that interact with the voting day part of the game. So Virgin – so the first time you're nominated, which is the process I just went through, if the person who nominated you is a townsfolk, they become executed immediately. And execution ends the day. So in the case of an actual Virgin proc, it would be like blank nominates blank. The nominator immediately dies. We all go to sleep. Like the day would just end. That's how Virgin works. Slayer, this is the public during the day opportunity. Any point while we're all in here in townsfolk, Slayer can fire away. Mayor, we kind of went over. You would get to this point with only 3 players left alive, and then try to convince everyone, hey, we should vote. We shouldn't nominate anyone. Let's go for the mayor win. The butler can only vote if their person they chose in the night, aka their master, has their hand up. So there is another element to having your hand up early, because if there's a butler out there and you're their master, they can't put their hand up unless your hand is up. So,
but they don't have to.
Something. And that's it for roles during the day, right? Okay, cool. So nominations are officially open.
I nominate myself. Becky, you have to vote for me.
Mitch nominates himself. Mitch, why?
I'm useless.
Any defense for yourself, Mitch?
Oh, so useless.
Useful.
Okay. So 5 votes would put
Becky.
Mitch on
Becky,
the
put the hand up. Becky, put your hand up.
Here we go.
Becky, put your hand up.
What? Wait, why?
Can't.
Mitch, I
I'm the butler. You're my master. No, it's too late. I can't put my hand back up now.
No, I did it. I voted for you.
Now, but I can't put mine up. You're supposed to put it up immediately. Did I die still? Come on.
4 is not enough.
I think Mitch, you could have voted. I think you were the last one, not the first one.
Well, last or
No,
first?
he was the first one.
Yeah, I think.
No, you were last. When you're nominated, you're
Oh, shit.
I thought he was.
But he also was the nominator, which means it starts with him.
The nominator doesn't matter at all. It's just the nominated. Nominatee.
Oh.
How do you kill that which has?
If that was a
Okay.
a butler,
All right, well, then the
buff,
demon
it's-
can
it
kill me
was
tonight. Who
fucking
cares?
Top tier.
Okay, so Mitch cannot be nominated again and can't nominate himself for this day. Tomorrow,
I'm
all
gonna
that.
pick another fucking master.
Nominations remain open.
I nominate Chris.
Brian nominates Chris. Why?
Heavy vibes, bad vibes from Chris over there.
Chris, your defense.
I literally have not met with Brian. He's like one of the only people I haven't met with. I died first night last game, so I prefer not to do that again.
5 votes
kinda
required.
said, like, in a really sarcastic voice. You were
Here-
really important last time.
I have heard through my discussions a positive ping on Chris if that helps make anyone's decision.
Chris is looking bad.
A positive ping as in a good ping or a bad ping?
He
A
didn't
good
vote
ping.
for you, so it must be a good ping. So Baker's.
2 is not enough. Chris cannot be nominated again. Brian cannot nominate again today. Nominations remain open. Oh, and Sonny, in the top right, we click that little blue icon. You can. This information is public, like what has happened, who's nominated, who's voted, can be useful.
Got
How
it.
did you vibe check me if we didn't even talk?
Oh, I got the whole game figured out.
Oh, honestly, it makes me
Chris is
really
officially
nervous.
you and I as evil.
I actually think it
I
might
nominate
be.
Baker.
Was that Big Dog
Oh
nominating?
my god.
Yeah.
Big Dog nominated who? Baker?
Yep.
Love it. Why Big Dog?
There is corroborating information that would point to Chris and Baker being evil. Baker just supported Chris pretty vehemently. I think there's
a single
there's
positive ping is.
I
not
thought I
my
had the floor.
definition.
I thought I had the floor.
It's a pretty weak floor.
I thought I had one.
Put my glasses on for the rest of
I
the game.
think there's
Becky and
probably
Mitch are
like
looking in on this.
less than a 50% chance that it's Baker and Chris, but I think there's a decent chance that it's at least one of them. So
I think it's exactly 50%.
Baker, your defense.
I would be highly interested, not in hearing publicly, but in you actually doing a deep dive into who's giving you this info, because I can tell you definitively, I know I'm not bad, and I'm using little bits of pieces from the same people that you spoke with to determine that Chris isn't bad. So either we're getting different stories from the exact same human beings, or you're just getting bad information. Because my
are you willing?
information,
Are you willing to die?
no. If you kill me, the game does not end, but I am not volunteering my death today. The same reason I didn't give Brian publicly who my character is. But I will say, if you're pointing fingers at 2 people who have aligned with each other, you and Brian are the only 2 people that voted for Chris.
5
That's 'cause
votes
we're only people
required
to have balls.
for an
No one else
execution.
votes this
Because we
game.
know it's Chris.
Here we go.
You just have to explain my information that says otherwise. Outside of the fact that you're just lying. You guys are in unison.
2 votes is not enough. Nominations remain open. The way that the day closes generally is I open nominations, and then at some point I'll be like second call for nominations, which I'm going to do right now. And then generally there's a final call for nominations, and I'll give like a 5-second countdown after that. And then we close the day. If no one's on the block, no one dies. If someone is on the block, that person is executed. Second call
Big
for
Dog.
nomination.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
That's
nominate Big Dog.
Chris nominating Big Dog. Chris, why?
Based on some other information I got from somebody, Big Dog played in a way that he's normally evil when he plays in that manner.
Big dog.
I don't know where you're getting that information, but it's not smart if you vote me off.
Why is that?
5 votes required.
Based off what you told me.
Here we go.
Why would you not be willing to die?
Maybe I was lying.
Okay, that makes me more likely to want you voted off.
Two votes is not enough. Big Dog is safe for the day.
I like how we switch back to Trouble Brewing and immediately go back to our old bad habits.
Final call for nominations. The day will close in 5, 4, 3.
I nominate Brian.
Baker nominates Brian. Explain yourself, Baker.
I don't love this little tandem that Brian and Big Dog have. Big Dog just blatantly admitted to lying to me. And he was very adamant that he was telling the truth the very first time we talked. And then he just 180 to 100% in front of the entire town. I can't go after Big Dog, but he seems to be aligned with Brian. So, Brian, I'm curious as to your defense.
Brian, your defense. I'm going to go take food out of the oven.
I'm
then when I come back,
playing the
I'm
fifth. You
pressing
can start.
Even if you're in the middle. Start it right now. Okay.
Play the fifth. Yep.
5 required. Here we go.
Interesting vote from Miri.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Oh, I can't vote.
I didn't get a chance to talk to her. I'll explain everything tomorrow to her, and she'll be on the same page.
I'll hold you to that.
Of course, Baker and Chris vote together, though. That makes a lot of sense.
Makes the exact same sense as you
I
and Big
voted
Dog
for
voting
Big
together.
Dog, and he's
You know,
straight
at this
up evil,
point,
so.
like,
Brian,
they've
can I join that chat with you guys?
Yeah.
3 votes is not enough. We can't get anyone on the block, can we? Final call. The day will close in 5, 4.
Mitch can come too.
Good.
Let's get everyone except Chris and Baker.
The day comes to a close. No one is executed.
Well, we're on
Nobody
pizza party.
dies. Congratulations to the Vortox. Good night.
Yeah, so that's the problem with this script is that like sometimes you get like information, you just boom immediately. So like they got a bad ping. Somebody's probably somebody's probably investigating and was told that either me or Baker was the Scarlet Woman, something like that. So it's just like, all right, what do you do about that? It's like I guess the only downside of the script. If you're evil, it's kind of hard to come back from that, but we'll figure it out. I'll be right back.
All right, you guys wake and find the corpse of Colin. Colin was murdered in the night. Let's put 8 on the clock. I'm going to eat some food. Good luck.
Colin, can I talk to you?
Yeah.
We Mary, Joe, and Mitch.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure. Brian's room?
I guess so.
Becky, you want to chat?
You
Becky,
know what?
you want to
Yeah.
chat?
Yeah, sure. Wherever you want to go. Okay. Hi.
Can you give me the 3 bluffs?
I'm actually giving 4. I'm bluffing as Mayor, Recluse, Saint, and Slayer.
Sorry, what were the bluffs that Pat told you?
He told me Monk, Mayor, and Recluse. So I just added I added Saint and Slayer, but I'm not using Monk.
Okay, which are you using? Which
So Pat gave me Monk, Mayor, and Recluse. And I'm using Mayor and Recluse, and then I added Saint and Slayer on my own. I haven't hard claimed anything. I was thinking of hard claiming Recluse, like leaning into that in case I'm pinging as evil.
Sorry, what 3 you're giving out 4 to people? Is that what you said?
I'm giving out 4.
Okay, what are the 4 you're giving out again? Sorry.
The 4 I'm giving out are Mayor, Recluse, Saint, and Slayer. Mayor and Recluse are 2 that Pat gave me. The other one that he gave me is Monk, which I'm not using.
Okay. I am giving out Soldier, Mayor, and Ravenkeeper.
Okay. And what are you?
So
What are
maybe
you
I'll claim Mayor, or maybe I'll claim Monk then.
Okay,
Unless you're okay with me hard claiming Mayor.
You can hard claim Mayor. I'm gonna lean into Recluse, but I feel like Recluse is one of those things where I can be like, I don't want to say it, but I am.
Yeah, cool.
Wink,
Okay.
wink.
I also love the fact that you only talked to Miriam the whole first day. I thought that was great.
Well, we also had a lot to catch up on. Do you know? Wait, what kind of minion are you? You know?
I'm Scarlet Woman.
Okay, so I can kill myself and it'll be fine if I have to.
You can kill yourself either way, but if you get executed, that's when it comes into play.
Oh, okay, all right. If I feel,
But so far no suspicions on you, so that's good.
there's no heat. Well, Brian seemed to think there was a little heat on me, but I was thinking if he got a negative ping, that's where I was thinking the Recluse thing would come in. But I'm not gonna not gonna.
I'm with you. All right, cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. See you later. Can you hear us, Sonny?
Oh yeah, I can hear you guys.
Do you wanna chat?
Sure, let's chat.
Should we chat? Should we chat here? Should we go to a room? Does it matter? I mean, Chris and I just were chatting, but
Just in case yeah, let's go to a room.
oh yeah, someone might pop in. You
Yeah.
don't want to. There's always a pop in.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
go to Becky's
Hey, Chris.
Yo.
You had a lonely town square out there. You want to go chat?
Yeah.
I have no idea what Brian's crazy theories are yet.
Do you want to tell me what the positive ping is on me?
I have spoken to what I think is the fortune teller, and it checked you and Colin night one, and I got a no.
Okay.
So there's obviously drunk, poisoned, and red herring. Well, red herring wouldn't be a no, but drunk and poisoning that could potentially deflect that, and it doesn't necessarily mean you're not a minion.
Right, right.
I now trust Colin because he was one of those pings, and he's now dead.
Did he hard climb to you?
He did.
Okay.
Also, more importantly, Big Dog hard claimed to both Colin and I the same role of librarian, saying that the two of us, that one of the two of us was Saint, and neither of us are Saint. And then I asked, why would you not be willing to die based off the information you told me? And
because even if you're drunk and you get bad info, like there's no reason not to just die. Like if you are a librarian, I mean, unless you just don't feel like dying, which I totally empathize with. Like dying first day still sucks, but
my initial thought was like maybe Big Dog is the spy, and so he knew that there was outsiders that weren't in play, so he was going to maybe try and claim outsider roles and like make everyone think a Baron was available. But based off what Colin's hard claiming, if there was a spy in play, Colin would still be alive.
I was gonna say if I feel like if you're the spy, you would get it right to make people think you actually are the librarian or whatever.
That's also a great point. Yeah. So I don't know why Big Dog is hard claiming a role, giving bad information, and then turning around on that.
Well, and that's the thing too. Then that means he doesn't have any like particularly reliable info. Then he's totally going based off what somebody else says. So why does he trust them so much?
Yeah.
I don't really understand it.
Yeah. And then Brian's got the whole game figured out, which is pretty standard operating procedure.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah. Okay. Anything I think everyone's left you alone in the town all day today, but nothing new from you?
I chatted with Becky, and she gave me a 4 for 3, which was a first.
Okay.
But that was it. That's the only one I talked to.
There is a negative ping on Becky and Mitch.
Okay. I thought Mitch's butler play was a bit strong. Could just, I don't know. Like it seems like a good way to be like, okay, I'm gonna come out really hard, and then like people will forget about me. Do we know what the negative ping was on them?
Same person that gave me the positive ping on you and Colin.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yikes.
Yee.
Joe, have a
Not making a whole lot of sense here.
Well, I mean, if that were true, that means there would also be a drunk in play.
Vote bot. All right, minute or two a group chat, and then we'll open her up.
So,
how was y'all's party? Was it fun?
As the resident dead person, I'll say I was the chef. I got a 1, which with only 2 bad people would mean that they're next to each other. However, could be a recluse. I could be drunk. And also looking at the minions, I don't think there's a spy because I don't think I would have died night 1 as the chef if they knew that I was the chef. And I'm also assuming at this point there's not a Baron because I feel like we would have heard about 4 outsiders.
Unless one's drunk.
But even then, we'd hear about 3 outsiders, right?
I'm pretty curious about Big Dog's lie. Any chance you want to circle back to that in front of the group?
Well,
real quick before we do that, though, with Colin being dead, Sonny, you can see the little like black sheath over his thing. That means he's dead. The little check mark means he has 1 vote for the rest of the entire game, so you can only vote 1. Generally, you kind of see that held on to until like you get down to the end when the vote really matters on getting the demon in like the last day. Also, any power he had no longer is functioning unless it specifies even when dead. And that's it for death. Sorry. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, if assuming there's no spy, no Baron, like 50-50 shot, there could be a... I mean, also like metagaming. I don't think Pat would give us 4 outsiders and 3 townsfolk.
No, never predict Pat.
So I think I've maybe
Look at
heard
him.
of 3 outsiders, possibly, and
Yeah,
possibly a
sounds like
drunk.
450.
So
Yeah, don't listen to Big Dog's one. That one's fake.
either way, I
I do
think
want
the
to circle back
original
to that real quick
plan
though.
stays.
You hard claimed a role to 2 people saying that you were a librarian and that one of the 2 of us was Saint. Neither of us are Saint. Any chance you want to clear that up? Are you the drunk, or are you lying, or are you evil?
I was that particular comment was a lie, but however, there is a saint in play.
How did you deduce that? By going around telling everybody that you asking if they were the Saint? And that
No,
you're a
I know
librarian?
I know of a saint in play for sure. So I was character swapping with somebody.
Is that the first person you spoke with? No, Colin was. Okay. I will allow temporarily for that poor excuse.
A lot of excitement over here with the dogs. Nominations are open.
Wait, if you were character swapping, does that make you the Saint? I don't understand how that. If you were claiming librarian, how does that make you character swapping?
I don't want to elaborate in front of the town.
Baker, I don't know if
I will say
matters,
that
but I
there
think
is a saint in play for sure.
Last week when we were playing, he got all amped up and he grabbed that blanket, pulled it off of that, and then peed on it in the middle when I was trying to run the night. I was like, what the fuck? I'm trying to give information here. Anyway, sorry. Nominations are up.
What a
What were you
boy.
gonna say?
pretty sure you met with Joe before I did, if that factors at all into your theories.
I did, yeah.
I think we might have a Baron. I'm still gonna nominate Chris.
Official nomination?
Yes.
That would mean you
Brian
have to be aware of a recluse, right?
Nominates Chris. Brian, explain yourself right now.
Everything points at Chris.
All right, Chris, your defense.
I met with a few people. Still haven't met with Brian. My role is in one of the 3 that I claim to people. And that's all I'll say.
4 votes is now the requirement because
Sonny,
there's
you
only
need to
8
vote here.
players alive. Everyone is seated, right? All right, and here we go.
Oh fuck! I can't vote. Shit, I fucked that up. My vote doesn't count.
They just score?
Fuck.
4 votes is enough. Chris is on the block.
So this is kind of
Nominations
weird,
remain
right?
open.
Because now Mitch voted, but he's claiming
Fucking
Butler,
kill me then.
And he's
Baker's my
claiming
master, and I
that-
fucked
he's
that up.
claiming that his vote didn't count.
When I asked Pat, he
But
said
now
it's a
Pat is
cheating
gonna
thing like
confirm.
Gollum. It's a cheating thing like Gollum. I can't use it to confirm. Someone just fucking kill me or something.
I don't know how that works.
Okay, so either
The
Mitch
same
is
thing
lying
where-
or I'm not on the block.
Well then,
That's-
fucking kill me.
So no, in a hypothetical Butler
I fucked
voting
that
when
up.
they shouldn't situation, it still goes through. I can't confirm a Butler.
Cool. So Mitch cheated.
just may not
Or-
die
Yes,
today.
I cheated,
I
so
nominate,
just
I
kill me.
nominate Mitch then.
Sure, nominate me. I want to be dead
Nominates-
anyway because I hate this ability.
Chris nominates Mitch. Chris, why?
Baker, vote for
I
me,
think
please.
the more likely
will.
scenario is that he's not actually the butler. And
Well-
he's been making a big play of it.
So wait, if there's 4 votes and we don't nominate anyone else, no one would die if he's the butler, right? In that scenario.
No, they
I
would
conceded.
because basically
Already on the block.
in a scenario where a Butler vote, any time a Butler votes, it's gonna count. It's just honor system that they can only vote when their
Yeah.
master's hand in the air. Because if I, as a storyteller, say, "Oh, that vote doesn't count," it confirms that player as the Butler, which is something I can't ever do
Okay,
in a hypothetical Butler situation.
got it.
Chris,
Your
did you already
vote's not
do-
going to count again, just so you know.
Chris, did you already
Baker's
give
voting,
your,
so yes, it is.
Oh.
Baker's the
Yeah,
master
I
right
just
now.
think the more likely scenario is that Mitch isn't actually the butler, and it's just.
Well, then
like,
who gives a
totally
shit? Then
putting
let's
all
fucking
this-
kill me or cancel it. I don't give a fuck. I'm just mad that I wasted the fucking good team's day.
is that your defense?
Yeah.
All right, 4 votes would tie. No one would be on the block.
Baker, what's your good ping on
Five-
Chris, dude?
5 votes would move
Nobody
it.
has a
one
good
Chris,
ping on
you-
Chris.
two
I
Mitch.
talk to
Invited me
everybody.
into your private room with
Here
your all
we-
of people.
Well, you're the other bad
potentially,
player. I wouldn't
throw
invite
you
you.
in.
I'd be interested to hear your good ping because no one has a good ping on him, and you said you heard a good ping.
Yes.
Yeah. Makes you look bad, dude.
Brian, every
Is
game
a-
there's a reason why I look bad. Every
is
single
a
game, and every time when I'm not bad, you ride that horse until we lose.
Somebody
Rowdy,
nominate Baker.
Rowdy first game for Sadie. No one is on the block. 4 was a tie.
I nominate Baker.
Big Dog nominates Baker.
Shock.
Hey,
Big Dog,
Baker,
why?
vote for the second vote.
Just another potential Chris and Baker. I still think there's a decent chance that it's them.
Baker,
We
your
have
defense.
publicly given you guys a reason that Big Dog is lying
Sonny, you
to
gotta vote.
everybody.
Somewhere.
I've
Sonny,
already
it's not-
explained
it's not
myself
normally
to
this
those
place.
people.
Be your own
They're
man.
all- they're all
do
nice
what
people.
You
Brian
haven't
tells
explained
you.
it to 2 of those people.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Don't listen to Brian.
Sonny should trust me.
I'm
We know what
I'm
each
done.
other are.
Baker, is that
He's
any
so
defense?
bullshit.
I think I need to talk to Sonny again.
If Big Dog's only reason for voting against me is we talked on the first day, he lied to me, and now he thinks I'm suspicious, then he can keep nominating me.
All right, we're going to run the vote. So 5 votes is now required since we had a tie at 4. 5 votes required for a nomination, and here we go for an execution.
I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to play Blow in the Clocktower when the bolts are playing. I get way too intense.
Becky, put your hand up, Becky.
Becky.
Okay,
Becky.
okay. I did it.
This
You guys
peer
are
pressure
bullying
pressure
people?
shit
What is
is
going on with
insane.
this?
I just succumbed to
5
peer pressure.
votes
I'm not
is
proud.
enough.
guys are
You can't
so
let Brian
dumb.
and Big Dog just push you around like that.
Baker's on the
I can't
block.
believe I couldn't get Becky to let me kill myself last
I
season.
know, well, that was an accident. I did try to kill you. I just,
No, you did not hard enough.
I know it didn't work out.
Now I've made a mistake today, and it's your fault.
Second call for noms.
Will say I've heard of a bad ping on Becky. So if we think Chris is bad, we're using my my chef information. Could also be Becky.
Colin, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I think Becky is willing to hard claim a role. That would.
No, she's not, because she's back.
I'm
Prove me
not-
wrong, Becky. Hard claim right now.
I'm not hard claiming in the town, but there's probably a very good reason why such a ping would have occurred.
Becky, I want to talk to you and Colin tomorrow, and I think we can get this all worked out.
Final call for nomination. 5, 4.
So dumb.
So who died? Oh.
Baker is executed. It does not. No, I don't think there's anything in the script. Can anything in the script even cause that to happen? No. Baker dies.
Monk.
And
Yeah,
the
Monk.
game- No, Monk's
An
only at night.
execution, Big Dog.
Oh,
Get
sorry.
Night, bud.
your
Monk
head in
only
the
at
game.
night.
So, sir.
Baker is dead, and the game, of course, is not over.
Holy hell.
Another day, another dead body. Mitch died peacefully in his sleep last night. Natural causes.
Thank God. I want to thank the demon.
We are going to put 7 minutes? Yeah, 7 minutes on the clock. There are 6 players alive. Good luck.
Mitch, can I talk to you?
Sonny, can I talk to you?
Sure.
Sure.
Yo, can I join? Can I join, Brian?
Of course you can join.
All right.
Miriam, you want to chat?
Yeah. So, Chris, convince me why you're not evil.
I'll give you a 3 for 3.
Sure. Okay. Chris.
I'm either the soldier, the mayor, or the raven keeper.
Soldier, mayor, raven, keeper. Well, I know someone who's hard claimed one of those, but not the other 2. Okay, I'll just tell you. I'm the soldier.
So pretty easy to claim.
I was gonna tell you like my 3, and then I was like, oh, he's gonna know that I included that for a reason. Anyway, yeah, I'm soldier.
Okay. And we're just going to gloss over the fact that, like, soldier is the easiest thing to claim as the demon. So
Yeah.
this is, like, your first demon game. If you claim
But
soldier.
why, if I was the demon, why would there be like 6 of us that are not 6 of us? There's 5 of us that are all voting the same way.
Well, because you're just piggybacking on 2 other people throwing shade at 2 other people.
But they've given me specific information that is corroborated.
Maybe.
Also, I'll never be bad. You heard it here first.
Yeah, right.
I'll never be bad.
You're right.
I'm incapable of being bad.
You're right. All right.
I mean, it's a fact. Like, do you not know this about me?
That's all I got.
Okay, goodbye.
That he was not the but. Oh, do you want to talk in another room?
Yeah,
Can
sure.
I come, Colin and Becky?
Yeah.
It's fine with me.
I mean, it's fine with me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm coming.
All right. Let's see. Hi, everyone.
You're still with me. There you go. Hey, dude. What'd you make?
Hey, man. I'm eating a cookie, making some decaf coffee to go with it.
What'd you make for dinner, though?
Leftover chicken thighs, paprika,
Chris, you want to chat real quick?
Yeah.
peppers.
You uncovered anything today?
Yeah, Miriam just hard claimed soldier to me, which I think is like a very, like, if it's my first time being evil, my first time being the demon, soldier is probably like the very first thing that I'm gonna claim.
Okay.
And yeah, that's the only person I've talked to today.
So yeah, based off what Becky said yesterday, and based off my conversation with Mitch, she is claiming recluse, which would make Colin's ping of there being one. Well, it gives more options.
Yeah.
But yeah, it makes.
Do you want to
So
come out with what you were?
Yeah.
You don't have
Still
to.
not a-
It's not, I
I'm
mean,
still
it doesn't really make a huge difference to me either way.
There's still a world where you're a minion and my ping on. So I was the fortune teller. I was the person. that
I
was
kind
getting
of
the
assumed
pings.
that's where that was going, where you like had
Yeah.
updated info from like a third party. Yeah, I kind of assumed that's what that was.
So I got the no when I pinged you and Colin, the yes when I pinged Mitch and Becky. Becky could be the recluse. She also could be the demon. Mitch can't be the demon unless he killed himself.
Yeah, I mean, there's a world in which he star passed, and he like, I don't know, so Miriam has not ever been evil, and like claimed soldier initially, and then now she's just like totally like she's like chosen Big Dog and Brian and their witch hunt to like piggyback on, and then you don't really have to do anything, right? She just completely piggybacks on what they say each round. Like that's like such an easy way to play demon.
And Brian, like when if the first two people he talks to, he just believes them. And so now whoever he's talked to first, he's created his version of this map based off those three people, and now there's no breaking them down. I'm curious about Sonny. Have you talked to him at all?
I talked to him first day. He told me Slayer, Undertaker, Soldier. So obviously, well, unless Miriam is lying, which I mean, I guess she could be lying. He's
Slayer,
probably
Undertaker, Soldier.
Slayer or Undertaker, if I had to guess. Because I don't know. I doubt he's lying about one of his three roles. Like most people with their first game will actually legitimately tell you one of them in the three. So he's probably Slayer or Undertaker, if I had to guess.
If he's Undertaker, that would be best case for me, because then he can go validate.
Yeah.
Or he's evil, and he's gonna conjure a lie about it.
Yeah. Although, I mean, being evil to your first game is it'd be pretty rough.
I would never do that.
But Pat
I would never do.
Pat's a wild card.
I also could have been the drunk fortune teller.
Did you watch the in-game live action game from Noel's Bard? They just posted it like yesterday or 2 days ago.
I haven't watched one in a while, no.
They set up like a whole set, dude. Look, I can't wait to play in person. It looks so much more fun. I'm fucking stoked to play in person.
I like the private channels because like you can't really
Yeah.
you have to whisper to somebody.
Well,
and,
you
like,
can have you just got to set up rooms like literal rooms.
Yeah, okay, I dig that. Yeah.
Oh, vote. What have you done? Minute or two group chat, and then we'll consider opening nominations. I'm not making any promises.
Miri, to answer your question, I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, no, group chat. Nominations are open.
I'll nominate Miriam.
Chris nominates Miri, I believe.
What the fuck happened?
Full
while I was
enthusiasm.
on?
She's like, what?
Explain yourself, Chris.
So Miriam hard claimed soldier to me, which I feel like is Miriam's never been evil before. She's never been a demon before, and I feel like soldier is the easiest hard claim if you're the demon. And now she's just like piggybacked on Brian and Big Dog's Wild Goose Chase. I think there's still a world where it's Brian and Big Dog, but my gut is telling me that they just are on a Wild Goose Chase, and Miriam is just piggybacking off of it.
Miri, your defense.
I 100% am soldier. I've told that to absolutely everyone. When I said several roles, soldier was always in there. All the information I have is that Chris is just trying to say something really fast to distract people. But I guess you can kill me if you want, but I'm a soldier.
3 votes required for an execution, and here we go. Reminder that if you're dead, you only get 1 vote. I've had a couple accidental ghost votes in a couple games.
Trying to kill a soldier. Really smart.
Yeah, because the demon's never.
You can't kill her at night.
Ever.
One vote is not
ever
enough.
In the history of us playing this game. That's
I would like for if there is a Slayer out there to come out and shoot Chris.
I would like the Slayer to shoot Big Dog.
Sure.
I would like the Slayer.
Okay. Let's see if it works. If I'm a Slayer, and I'll shoot Chris.
Sonny claims Slayer. Fires at Chris. What do you shoot? What projectile do you use?
I'm
gonna put you on the spot. You're
an arrow.
He's going traditional with an arrow. The arrow whizzes just a little wide of Chris, and there is no effect. Nominations remain open.
Mitch, I'm interested by your theory now.
I think that Becky and I are the only outsiders.
So that would mean Colin said he got a 1.
Yep.
So
Becky's
who's
reckless singing as a demon.
next to Chris?
Correct. Who's a minion?
Who's the minion? And you think Big Dog is the bad guy?
Yeah. I mean, it's either you or Big Dog, but
I actually mentioned that in the chat before. Because
No.
Big Dog was saying
correct, that's correct.
I'm totally on board for killing Big Dog if that helps you in any way, Chris.
What?
He wanted to kill.
I'm gonna nominate. I'm sorry. I'm gonna nominate Sunny.
Either
Big
way,
Dog
this is
nominate Sunny. Sunny on the hot seat for the first time in his career. Big Dog, why have you done this?
So he's a spent slayer. He has no reason to live at this point. There is a possibility that we're looking at a Brian and a Sunny evil team.
okay. It's definitely Big Dog and Chris.
So I think we kill him, and this actually will give us more information potentially later too.
Well,
Sunny,
okay.
your first defense.
You're going from the saint to the empath. What are you next?
I'm just saying, I don't know. I feel if minions and demons would communicate more. I've only seen them twice, and one of them was in a group with Big Dog, but I have no idea.
I've seen the
yeah.
minion and demon never communicate again.
Really? Okay, I have no idea. This is my first game. I would probably want to ask for advice from the demon, I guess I have no idea.
All
It's
right.
not.
3 votes.
You can kill me if you want to.
3 votes.
You can kill me if you want to.
Here we go.
I love the play, Big Dog. It makes a ton of sense now why you were trying to talk me into that.
It's exactly what I told
Talking
you,
to what?
Mary.
One vote is not enough. Sunny is safe for the day. Nominations remain open.
Can dead people nominate?
Dead people
No.
cannot nominate.
Can they not? Okay.
But you're not dead yet, Sonny.
They can be
I'm not
nominated.
dead yet.
No, we didn't vote to kill you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Right. I was just wondering.
Well, and even if you're on the block, you're not dead. You don't.
Oh,
Mary or
okay.
Becky, you want to take a stab at Big Dog? I'll vote for it.
No, why don't you?
I mean,
I already nominated
to
you,
2
Chris.
people and said, "I'm the librarian.
What?
Are
No,
you the
nobody's.
saint?"
You haven't
And then
nominated
he
anybody
publicly
yet.
told everyone that's a lie.
Oh, I nominate Big Dog. I thought I nominated you, Chris.
Brian.
Last round. You nominated me
Wait.
last round.
Hold on. You
Who nominated you this
yeah,
round?
you're good. You're good.
No, I got shot this round.
Yeah, I remember.
Shot.
Oh yeah.
Brian, why have you nominated Big Dog?
I believe that theory. Oh wait, Chris is voting for him though.
Yeah, I think it's you and Big Dog, or Miriam. It's 2.
No,
out of 3.
okay.
Don't fall for Chris. Don't
Wait,
fall for
Mary, are you? Okay.
Why would I?
I'm Soldier.
I just
promise.
nominated Big Dog, Chris. Why would
Hang
you
on,
think
let's
it's
try-
Big Dog?
Let's
No, I
focus
believe
on.
you.
Because I'm Saint, dude. That's why.
Yeah.
101. Claim.
Is that your
Alright,
offense, Brian?
I'm sticking to my gun. It's definitely Chris. I fucked up and nominated the wrong person.
Big Dog,
But it's-
defend yourself.
And
from
you're
that
Brian,
somehow.
what am I
For the
in this
plays,
world of
Jesus
yours? What am I?
In this world, you're the
Hang
Baron.
on. We can get to
I'm the
that
Baron.
after Joe has the floor.
You're dead, by the way, and you still haven't said what you are, so it super looks bad.
I have to plenty of people.
I'm about to mute Brian. Joe, go ahead.
Well, I'm staring at 4 votes, and I'm the Saint, so this isn't good. If you guys aren't enjoying the game, aren't enjoying your characters, let's re-rack. I mean, let's go for it. Let's do it. If not, and you guys would like to proceed with this game, there's 2 worlds where that I'm looking at. It's either Brian and Sunny, or it's either Chris and either Baker, or Chris and Becky. In no world am I an evil person. I've told everyone my role. I've misled people in the beginning, saying that I was librarian, trying to bait an evil person to claiming Saint. That was my strategy. So if you guys want to re-rack, let's go. Get on with it.
3 votes required for an execution. Here we go.
Ryan, your hand is up. What are you doing? Becky, what are you doing, Becky?
Oh,
Becky!
okay, I did it. I thought we weren't gonna do it.
I don't know why Brian put his hand down.
Why'd Brian put his hand down?
3
Because he's
votes is enough.
stinky.
Big Dog is on the block.
I
Nominations.
put my hand down because
open.
Chris's hand is up, and I'm so certain it's Chris.
Becky, why did you vote for that?
I don't know because Miri did. And Brian and Mitch told me to, and I just those are my. I shut up.
Mitch, why did you want that? What?
Because Big
Oh,
Dog's a
no.
demon, obviously.
I mean, the game is over unless we at least tie this
The
vote.
game is
so.
over because you're the demon. Exactly.
Final call for nominations. 5.
You know, I'll say I can't nominate. But,
3.
like, his explanation did make sense.
Does
2.
make sense. Someone nominate
Like,
someone. Just
1.
Give us time. Give us time. Someone nominate someone.
I'll nominate Brian.
Becky nominates Brian. Is that legal? Brian been nominated?
Oh, or I'll nominate.
No, it is. It is. I should be checked.
Chris.
Becky, why have you nominated Brian?
Chris
To
is
give the town some time.
All right, Brian, your defense.
And
Brian's equal.
I don't have a defense. I'm not bad though.
3 votes would
You need to at
tie.
least tie this.
4
I don't know
votes
what to
would
do.
move it from Big Dog to Brian. Here we go.
I don't know what to do.
We have to tie it at 3.
3 votes.
All right, to tie it. All right,
Becky, vote.
all right. I
Oh
voted.
my-
No.
I voted.
You know
No, you
you did.
didn't, Becky.
Someone else vote. Sunny.
Brian,
2 votes
Just
is
vote
not
for yourself to
enough.
tie it?
Somebody vote for.
The day
somebody
will
nominate
close.
Chris.
you just
The game
publicly
gets-
said. I'm
in
so
5.
confused, Brian.
Someone
Chris
else
is
nominate.
bad. Somebody
Four.
nominate.
It's
Nominate.
Brian's bad. Yeah, we were
Yeah,
right.
so
No,
it's
I'm not
Brian. It's Brian and Sunny.
2.
Yeah.
Brian,
that's-
nominate.
It-
someone.
1. Big Dog is executed and dies.
It's Chris, by the way.
And the game is continuing for another 1 second until I end it right now. The game is over.
Brian, why didn't you vote right there to tie it?
Congratulations to the evil team.
It's evil.
The
Evil,
has
yeah.
been
It's
executed.
not me. It's definitely Chris.
Also, I was maybe the rudest evil nomination I've ever seen, as the imp nominated to extend time as I was about to
Son of a
execute the
bitch.
state. Loved it.
That was
Absolutely
the
incredible.
longest countdown you've ever given, Pat. 2, 2.5, 1, and 0.1.
That's our first Saint execution, I think, as a group, right? I
No.
love that.
I think
That's
so.
great.
I think so.
Brian, you were good.
Yeah,
All right.
Sonny was drunk when
Then
he
why
shot
did
Chris.
you not tie it right there? That doesn't make
I
any
was
sense.
mad that no one voted for Chris earlier. I've
Colin!
nominated 5 times.
Colin was your chef. On the first
Right.
night, he was told that there was 1 pair of evil players in the game. That's because Becky, the imp, was sat next to Chris,
Oh.
the Scarlet
We wouldn't
woman.
have won anyways.
On
You
the
could have
first night,
won later.
Brian got a 0 as the empath, sat next to Miri, the soldier, and Sunny, the slayer. Miri's soldier ability never came into play. She was never targeted by Becky, the imp. Sunny, the slayer, shot at Chris, the Scarlet woman, who, as a minion, does not die from a slayer shot. Slayer shots only kill demons. Later, the Scarlet Woman could have become the demon if Becky had died, and then it would have done stuff. But whatever. Mitch was the butler. He hated every minute of it. The less spoken of it, the better. Baker was the fortune teller. He asked about Big Dog and help me
You
out. here.
Traveler, Brian.
Yeah, I'll be Traveler.
No, you didn't. No, you asked about Colin and Mitch. Baker.
I asked about Colin and Chris the first night I got to
Colin
know,
and
then
Chris
Mitch
got to
and Becky
know,
the second.
despite Chris being evil, but fortune teller
Man.
only checks for demon.
If
And then on
this
the
game
second
had
night,
politician, I feel like it'd be me.
Mitch and Becky, he got a yes. Baker, your red herring was yourself. I was really hoping that would come into
Oh.
play,
Colin.
but you never.
I went to Colin. I said, Pat's gonna make me my own red herring, so I can't check myself.
Who was the other,
100% correct.
outsider? Was it Brian?
Mitch and Big Dog, we were outsiders. Mitch the butler,
Oh, duh, yeah. That's
Big
how
Dog
we
the
won.
saint, who was
Joe didn't even
executed
try to
and
fight
died.
that as hard as I thought he would have. Like,
Becky's
I feel like
Balance.
if
Balance.
you're, oh, motherfucker.
Becky's bluffs were monk, mayor, and recluse.
Chris, so the reason I was after you right off the bat is I was empath and got 0, and Chris and Mitch hard claimed outsiders, and Colin said 1. So
Nope.
you're in between the
Nope,
3 of
I
them.
did not hard claim an outsider. Was not in any
No,
of the 3.
Mitch
claim
and
that
Big
you-
Dog hard claimed outsiders. Colin said 1, and I'm sitting next to 2 good people. So it's you between Becky and Baker. I knew you were evil with one of the people next to you. That's why I kept trying to kill you.
It's crazy how much this game, like, first night I saw the setup, sat in some conversations, and I was like, oh man, this is like, they might just be fucked, the evil team. Like, and then the game happens, and it's just like, it's crazy how much, it's so well balanced. It's crazy.
Brian did nothing happen at the beginning. I feel like I screwed that up.
Well, that was trouble brewing.
Yeah,
Tough one
that
for
sucks.
Matthew.
I learned so much. I can't trust nobody, apparently.
No, you can't.
Yeah. I learned that earlier with Brian.
What?
How's everyone feeling?
I'm good to go. I'll
go
see if
again.
Matt G wants to jump in.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna cut a piece of ice cream cake, by the way.
Oh, we got a winner over here.
Wow.
We got a winner.
Yes.
Is he gonna bring you a piece, Mary?
Well, he forgot to tell you who made him the ice cream cake.
Oh, that's
I did notice that.
Yeah. I've eaten a lot of it, and also in the preparation, I ate a lot of it. So.
I should get some ice cream.
It
Actually,
is
I have just a
almost,
lot of
bedtime for me.
Bakes, did you?
So-
Oh, it's time. We got a Colin
Score
down.
again? What's the score?
Yeah.
Down? 3-1.
Yeah, I might be heading out.
Oh,
Colin.
come on. Just be tired. tomorrow.
Colin, it's only
I'm gonna be
9:40.
tired tomorrow.
Come on.
I have to be up in 8 hours.
That's okay. Just play a
It'll
video.
take like
tomorrow.
30 minutes.
Yeah, put in the B movie or something. The kids will love it.
Did you did you text Matt G, Bakes?
I did, and I called him, and I've got no response on
Oh
either.
God, no.
Whoa.
Not like this.
Not like that.
Not
Hey,
like
come here.
this.
Come here. Here, buddy.
Night, everybody.
There you
Hi,
go.
Colin.
Colin, I trusted
Good
you
chef
tonight,
work.
and it worked out.
It did. We had it locked down.
Well, it worked out in the fact that we lost, but
Yeah, but we
trust
figured
is
it
taking
out.
some strides, yeah.
I love Saint kill. We haven't had that happen yet. Amazing. So good. We've had wait, Joe, you have a mayor win too, right? So you have a
Joe got
Saint
it.
loss
Joe had
and
a
a
mayor
mayor
win
win. Huge.
Yeah.
Incredible. You don't see that every day.
You real
probably-
ups and
You really
downs.
shouldn't see that every day. You shouldn't see that any day.
Shit.
Okay, well, I guess we just go down to 8 unless we hear from Matt G here in a second.
You talk just rapid firing nominations on the fortune teller based off what was your knowledge again? I'm gonna be bitter about this for at least a week, Big Dog. So
It was Brian's information
oh god.
and paired with Colin.
Have we not learned that in Brian's mind I'm evil every game?
I know, but if I'm listening to that information, he was right.
But then until
Brian,
it
you're
isn't.
muted.
Brian, you suck.
To be fair, I was right. The first day I said it was either Becky and Chris or Chris and Baker.
Yeah, we
Was
knew
I-
it was Chris and
Was
somebody.
I right? And no one killed Chris the entire game.
Yeah.
But
well,
you
then we
blamed
realized
him last
that he
time
was not
too.
like the
so-
big. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I was definitely right. Don't say I'm wrong. I was wrong about Baker, but Baker and Chris were hard teaming up against me, and it felt weird. Did that not feel weird to you guys?
We were
Dude, I teamed
defending
up against you
ourselves
because
against
you accused me first.
I was
I-
right, Chris.
I only used last game as the reference. I just know that Brian accused Chris the very first round too, and I was like, maybe they just have a rival thing. I have no idea.
They kind of do.
That's what I see. I still see it right now.
Hey Pat, Matt G's coming.
Oh, yeah?
Let's go.
Oh yeah. All right, hang on. Let me add him.
I'm gonna get some water.
Also, it was perfect
wait.
too because usually Baker and Brian are at each other's throats. So the fact that I was able to like get Baker to team up with me against Brian was perfect.
Chris, I feel like you've had a couple draws recently where it's just like the whole town turns on you, and then you're just like hanging out. And it's like,
I survived this time somehow.
yeah.
My defense on that, I didn't necessarily trust Chris.
That's
But,
true. That's true. You told me that.
I didn't let you lead me down a negative. Brian just did it for you. God damn, Brian, can we be friends during this game one week? Can we trust each other? He's gone.
Also, I love the fact that
Yeah.
two things. One, Becky is like 4 for 4 on being demon.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
the second thing is she gave the good team an out. Like the game was over, and she tried to bail you guys out.
Yes.
She tried to throw you guys a bone, and nobody took it.
She also had to be convinced to vote for Joe.
Hate to see that.
I
think when
convinced her to vote for the win for her. Oh my god.
Becky's the greatest demon player to ever play.
Wow, that's a
She's-
compliment.
So unassuming.
it's the fan and the hair. That's has to be.
I think it's the general chaotic energy also.
Yep.
It's like I can't predict what Becky's doing half the time. Brian, you just changed shirts.
Becky,
No, I had the
Becky
shirt
told
on.
me she'd always choose one. I mean, it'd always be one of the four. She's a liar. I'm just saying.
This is
Yeah,
also-
exactly.
It was not one of the four.
that was part of our problem, I believe. Though.
I'll never
Yeah,
trust
a lot
it
of times
again.
people lie about their 3, but I was like, I assume Sunny is one of these 3 because he hasn't learned yet to just lie to everybody.
No, I
Well,
watched
I
the
told-
video of you lying last game, and I'm like, should I lie too? But then everyone's probably gonna think it's obvious because I don't know what's usually picked together.
I
So
told Sunny, I was like, well, there's definitely going to be people lying because there's evil players who aren't going to just be like, this is me.
yeah, maybe after a few hundred games, I'll understand.
I think we've maybe we
No,
played a lot.
it'll just make things harder. Then you think you understand, and then you actually don't.
Probably.
Guys, we have
How
a
many
viewer,
games do you-
so it's either somebody in this channel or
What,
it's
cheating?
Hopefully it's the person who was
Commenting about
talking
Brian last week.
from last week. Yeah.
Don't worry, I've got a viewer
Becky's
too.
here. He's already got his seat. Perfect. Let's fire these out into the world, and let's go sleep.
Cool. Okay, so we're good this time. I did not talk too loud. And we're Empath, so we're good, and we get info. So this should be fun. Let's take a look at Empath. Shouldn't we have 10 now? Did someone leave? Who left? Oh, did Mary stop? Oh, no, Mary's there. Who left? Oh, Colin left. Oh, boo, Colin, boo. Oh, I never knew. Huh. I never know what these things are. Oh, first night. Can I change this? I don't understand. I don't understand what these symbols are. Like, I get this is first night, this is second night. Okay, Pat, I got a quick question.
Yeah.
On my character, it has a 1, has 2 1s. It has a blue one and a red one. I know 1 is for first night, 1 is for other nights. But what does the 1 number mean?
So, blue's first night, red is other nights. It's the order you go in. Now, you only see your token, right? So it's going to be first for both. But if you had everything populated, it would, based on what you have
But
in
I
your
added-
grimoire,
I added,
it puts them in the right order.
I added Undertaker and didn't change it.
It should change the red number if you do.
No, it doesn't. It
No?
adds. It sets an Undertaker to 2. It's not super important. I just was curious.
Well, what do you want your empath number to be?
Hopefully it's a 1.
It is a 1.
2 would be great, but I'll take.
It's a 1. It's a 1.
I'll take a 1.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. One's kind of hard because then, like, if it's 0, it's like, okay, cool, we can kind of trust both of them. But if it's a 1, I'm just gonna assume Big Dog is evil. That's the way I prefer to play the game, anyway. If anyone actually is watching this and has...
I'm dead. There's a demon among them. It's another 9-person game, so the outsider count should be 2, unless a Baron is in the game, in which case it will be 4. Colin has become Matt G. Everything else is the same. Let's put 9 minutes on the clock. Good luck.
Maggie, you want to talk?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. I like the laugh before the
Hearing.
Matt, you're in a hotel room?
Are you afraid
So
everyone's
Chris-
gonna think now that we're evil together?
What?
Hello? What?
You hear me?
Yeah. I said, are you afraid that everyone's gonna think we're evil together now?
Possibly, but it's okay. Everyone else is meeting as we speak.
Yeah. How you gonna do it?
We're going to do it 3 for 3, 2 for 2. It's up to you.
3 for 3 is good.
All right. I'm either the librarian, the saint, or the undertaker.
All right. I'm either the empath, the fortune teller, or the monk.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like people don't usually put an outsider in their 3 unless they are the outsider. I feel like we should start being better about doing that because it usually indicates that somebody actually is the outsider.
Yeah.
Did you want to come out as saint?
I was going to see how the conversation went when we all met today, but yeah, I had a feeling I was going to come out early.
Okay, so you are claiming saint.
I am claiming saint.
Okay. Good to know. All right, thank you, sir.
So, all right.
This game.
I'll talk to you. Do you want to talk? Let's go to your Bukake bunker.
Matt G, you want to talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris, you want to chat?
I would love to, Mitch.
Okay. How's your viewer doing?
Say again?
How's your viewer doing? Is he chilling?
They're
He or
not
she.
saying anything. So it might just be one of you assholes just
Cheating?
Stream
I'm taking after you. I'm streaming this week too, so.
Oh, are you? Sick.
Yeah,
You ta-
couple of my buddies have tuned in, so.
Oh, good. Well, if you need any help with the setup, mine is
Ah.
perfected.
Mine looks pretty good so far.
Good. Actually,
I'll
I'd be
show
curious. Send me after we're done. Send me your link.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
curious
show
to
it
take
to
a
you.
look.
Anyways, 3Zs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with Slayer, Mayor, and Monk.
All right. I am Empath, Fortune Teller, Monk.
Empath, Fortune, Monk. Okay. Well, cool.
You got any vibes from anyone yet?
Baker and I did a 3Z, nothing crazy or anything. That's all I've talked to. How about you?
Yeah, I talked to somebody that hard claimed to me.
Hmm.
We'll see if they hard claimed everybody else.
Are they a night one or something?
Maybe.
I mean, you don't have to tell me. I don't know.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Son, you want to chat?
Sure. Hey, Chris.
Hey, you want to do a 3 for 3?
Sure. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
I can go. I
Yeah.
am either the empath, the fortune teller, or the monk.
All right. So, for me, I'm either the soldier, the undertaker, or the slayer.
Are those like the exact same 3 you got last time?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right. Fair
Okay.
enough.
All right.
Fair enough. If you run out of paper to write notes on, then I totally get that. And
No, I have it on notepad. I just thought it would be funny.
no, I dig that. I dig that.
All right.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Thank you.
Brian, you want to chat?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say no.
No, my chat. Oh, it's looking bad for him, guys.
You want to talk, Baker?
Series.
Baker, you want to talk?
Yeah.
You want to do 3 for 3?
Yep. Absolutely.
All right.
I-
I'm either the empath, the fortune teller, or the monk.
Okay. Chef, fortune teller, mayor.
Cool.
You talking to anybody else?
Yeah. One person hard claims. I think they're gonna hard claim to
Publicly?
everyone when we regroup.
Okay.
And then Sunny claimed the same role, 3 roles he claimed last time.
Soldier,
Soldier,
Slayer,
Undertaker,
Undertaker.
Slayer. Yeah. And then Mitch claimed Slayer, Mayor, Monk.
Okay, he gave me the same 3.
What about you?
Did I just tell you mine?
No,
Oh,
I mean,
who I
like,
talked to. Sorry. Sunny, Soldier, Slayer, Undertaker, you, and then Mitch.
is the game over?
Yep. Yeah,
GG.
we won
Nice.
4-1. Yeah.
Hype.
Oh, that game. I think you meant this
Yeah.
game.
Oh, 4-1.
I actually did
that's-
2 at first. Like, wait,
That's big time.
what? I was like, that's a very Brian thing to say.
I have heard of a potential negative ping on Mitch. So there's something
Okay.
out there.
Did it come from Brian? Because he said things are not looking good for Mitch a second ago.
Cannot confirm or deny.
Okay. Alrighty. Thank you, my man.
Yep.
Son, you want to chat? I don't think we got to do a one-on-one last
Sure.
game. Do you want Baker's unnamed location?
Yeah.
Chris, you want to chat so I don't bully you all game?
Yeah, we got less than a minute.
Raven Keeper, Mayor, and Undertaker is my 3.
Okay, Empath, Fortune Teller, Monk is mine.
Monk.
Raven Keeper, Mayor, what was the last?
Undertaker.
Cool.
Empath, Fortune Teller, Monk.
Yep.
Okay. Are you one of those for sure?
Of course, I'm always one of my 3.
Okay. All right.
Bye, baby.
Interesting. All right, see ya.
Hold me.
Oh, no!
You vote.
Group chat for a minute or perhaps even 2.
Huh.
And then who knows what will happen.
Just want to say, Big Dog just Becky'd me. We went out in the room, and he goes 15 seconds. I yell out my 3, and then he just goes,
I was writing yours down.
Oh, okay, Joe. Say them now.
Do you want me to repeat them?
No, not my 3, you weirdo.
Okay. Oh.
I meant to say your 3.
No.
I will. I'll tell everyone I'm the saint.
Anyone else an outsider, or are we drunk?
Nominate.
God. Pat did it again.
I nominate Mitch.
What?
Chris nominates Mitch. What?
Just shooting from the hip, checking the vibe. Whatever the other things.
I
kids are
love,
saying these
I love
days.
shooting from the hip, checking the vibe. This is my favorite meta we have.
Gotta get 5.
Mitch, your defense.
Shoot away, baby.
5 votes required for an execution. Here we
But
go.
also, I wouldn't recommend it.
Shoot away, but don't.
But maybe put the safety back on first. Don't point that at me. Becky, what the heck is going on there?
4 votes is not
I
enough.
couldn't get you to kill me when I wanted to die.
Now.
Nominations remain open.
That's called.
Big Dog, you could have been the deciding kill vote right there. I feel like
Sorry,
that's
I
unlike
was-
you.
Yeah,
what
I'll vote
happened right
for.
there,
I'll
Big Dog?
put my hand
He
up for
feels
anyone
bad
else.
about hitting me with the
I already asked Big Dog if it was him and Mitch. He said no.
Well, that clears them.
Yeah. Straight up asked him, so it's you and Mitch.
What?
Should we go 2 for 2 on the Saint?
We just took
I mean,
quick
he's definitely sane, right?
thing. Oh, Matt wasn't here the last game. He doesn't know how chaotic that was.
Yeah.
Guide.
Let's just say I
Doesn't even
appreciate the
know.
way you're playing Saint, Matt G.
Good. So
Just
I'm
shot
gonna
at Joe?
nominate.
It's a little.
I'm gonna nominate.
I nominate Chris.
I think
Wait,
Matt G
He
got
was
in there
trying
with
to
one.
nominate.
Oh, sorry.
Hang on, Matt G, who did you nominate? I think I heard you first. Or did you not?
I'll nominate Joe.
Whoa.
Was Joe, were you about to nominate Matt G? Is this a counter nom situation? Don't tell me. I want to see.
This is not a
Matt
timeout,
G,
this is an Inception nom.
Matt G, why have you nominated the big dog?
Because I'm shooting from the hip, and Joe gave me some answers that I just didn't trust. So no, I'm just teasing. I have no idea. So yeah,
Welcome to my world.
we just gotta kill someone, right? Why not Joe?
I'm down.
Joe, why not you?
I have no problem dying. If you want to kill me, that's fine. However, I will be nominating Chris after.
5 votes required for an execution, and here we go.
I feel like that just solidified Chris's vote for you.
Chris had his hand up super early though.
Matt G didn't.
Yeah, because he already said he was gonna nominate me.
Oh, did
5 votes is enough. Big Dog is on Le Bloc. Nominations remain open.
Need some water.
Nominate Chris.
Big Dog nominates Chris? What?
What?
What? Big Dog, why have you nominated Chris?
Shooting from the hip. By
Potential negative ping on Chris that has been corroborated. That he is the poisoner.
Chris, your defense. Are you
This
the
is-
poisoner?
This is purely a retaliatory nomination, and my lawyers will be in touch.
You didn't tell me that I had to contact him, Chris.
Five votes would be a tie. 6 votes would move it to Chris. Here we go.
So, Big Dog, you're claiming there's a negative ping and then a confirmation ping?
Yeah.
Poisoner wasn't one of my 3, so I think.
Oh,
oh
shit.
shit,
I feel
dude.
like he would have said that.
2 votes is not enough. So, have I done a second call? We're gonna jump right past second. We'll do second call. Final call for nominations. This day that we are currently in will close in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big Dog is executed, and congratulations to the evil team. Another saint. No, I'm just kidding. We all go to sleep.
So hopefully we get a different number. Unless Brian is also evil. Hopefully we get a 0 now. That would be the ideal scenario. Hopefully Big Dog was evil, or if we still get a 1. Still getting 1 is fine too. I'm good with that. Because then we know it's Mitch. Actually, I think I prefer to still get a 1. I mean, either's fine, I guess. Yeah, it's actually pretty good, because now no matter what, any number we get is going to tell us some info.
You mosey on out of your cottages back to that lovely Ravenswood Bluff Town Square, and you're shocked to see the corpse of Chris. God, no. Let's put 7 minutes, and we're off.
Hey, Brian, you want to talk?
Yes. Sure.
So
Mitch,
we're
me to talk.
Sure, Becky.
Okay.
Hey, Big Dog, did you want to talk?
Sure.
Okay.
Maggie, you want to talk?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna trust that you are who you say you are.
I'm not.
Oh, you're not?
No. I'm the recluse. So I was trying to find out who the other outsider was. Um, Joe is the investigator, or claims to be investigator, and said me or you were the poisoner. So that's where that
Oh,
came from.
okay. So that's where that ping came from. Okay.
Yeah. Granted, I told him I was a recluse after that, so I hard claimed Saint, and then he told me like his whole thing, and I was like, well, I'm actually the recluse, so maybe your shit's wrong or whatever. But yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out who the other outsider is because technically, if I claim Saint and no one came back with Saint, and we're looking at a butler or we're looking at
Or a drunk. Yeah.
a drunk.
I could be the drunk. So I was the empath. Don't tell anyone
Okay.
else that, please. I got a 1.
Yep.
So I was
Okay.
really looking forward to getting updated info, and I got fucking killed. Maybe that's my fault. I told everyone my 3 were empath, fortune teller, monk.
What do you think of Mitch?
I mean, obviously, I think either Mitch or Big Dog is evil. I think just chances are, if you are actually who you say you are, then it corroborates Big Dog being who he says he is, or at least it points towards it. So I think we just kill Mitch because that's the only info I have is that one of my neighbors is evil.
Yeah.
And so that's all I got to go with. So I'm good to kill Mitch.
Sounds good. I'm gonna talk to Brian. I haven't talked to Brian or Baker.
All right.
Should we go talk?
Jump into a room real quick.
Yeah. Let's go to Brian's.
A 3. We got a 3-way.
Chris, you want to chat?
Yeah.
So I'll just tell you what about my information. So I'm the investigator, and I was told that between you and Matt G are the poisoner. So there might be an explanation for that, and my information might just be totally useless. Obviously, like I don't think.
So Maggie told me that he's the recluse.
Right, he told me.
Yeah. So he originally told me he was the saint when we first met. But I think he was just trying to get somebody else to come out with it. I don't know. I'll tell you, I am the empath. I got a 1, which is why I was totally fine with killing you. I told people my 3 roles were empath, fortune teller, monk. So maybe if the demon, I don't know. I thought that would be like enough to not get somebody to kill me, but reverse psychology and all that jazz, who knows? So anyway, I got a 1, so I'm down to kill Mitch. So either you are bad, I'm drunk, or Mitch is bad, or I'm poisoned, or whatever. So the only information I have left is that we kill Mitch.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance that my information was right, and Matt G is just like totally fucking with us.
Yeah, totally could be.
Which might be legit because.
But now keep in mind, I met with him first, so he did not. He was the first person. I'm the first person he met with, so it's not like he got a chance to get bluffs, unless he is the demon and got bluffs and knows that there's no recluse and no saint.
But did he tell you that he was the recluse right off the bat or no?
No, he told me saint right off the bat, and then I met with him again just now, and he told me what you told me.
So he made a quick. So he did the same thing to me. He told me saint initially, and then I told him my information, and then he did a quick pivot to recluse. That would be.
Why not just let you continue thinking that I'm the poisoner?
Yeah. And thus he actually was the recluse, and which would explain, which would be a possible explanation to my information.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like it would be pretty next level. Like, rather than just letting you continue thinking I'm the poisoner, he like gives an explanation. Like, I guess that's possible. I think the more likely scenario is that he just is recluse and was trying to like bait someone out.
Yeah, so we definitely need to get the outsider count together.
So I could have been drunk. That's worth worth thinking about.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still on board with Mitch.
Cool.
All right.
Do you have any vibes on anyone else?
I'm tending to trust Sunny just based on what he's told me, and then he also pulled me into a room immediately after that. So
he told me the same 3 that he told me last game. And
Undertaker,
first
Slayer,
game he say again?
Undertaker, Slayer, Soldier.
Yeah. So first game he didn't lie about his roles. So he may be lying about in this game. We'll see.
Oh, there he is.
I need to get Pat to give us like a buffer channel.
Yeah.
Like in between this one and Town Square.
Yeah. I wonder if he's Slayer again. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Or like the Drunk Slayer maybe. Pat.
Hey.
Can you put a buffer channel in between this one and Town Square?
Yeah.
That like nobody. I mean, I guess somebody could join. Like I don't.
Let's call it No Man.
Preferably one
We'll
that,
call
like,
it No Man.
one's allowed to
No
join.
Man's Land, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And then you can like lock it down so people can't join. I think.
You could. You just know that it's dangerous. You know. All right. Let me do it. I'll make an announcement right now.
Oh, and we need to give Steins room to Maggie.
There's like a clone channel. There it is. Only we're gonna call this one No Man's Land. Wait, where'd it go?
It's at the bottom.
I'll just say now, Chris, I did not mean to join your room. I didn't hear too much.
Okay.
No, you're totally good. Literally everyone does that, so Pat's gonna fix it right now.
All right.
Okay.
Chris's channel now has a bit of a buffer zone between Town Square and itself. There's No Man's Land, which feel free to use, but just know that it's a little risky.
Dangerous.
People could be jumping in at any moment. Minute or two of group chat. And we'll open it. Just kidding. Nominations are open. The day is over. Sorry, I was hoping that would go quicker as a joke. That took too long. The timing.
I honestly thought he was.
I was so confused. I was like, there was no chance to even say anything.
Nominations are open.
If I was alive, I would nominate Mitch.
I'll nominate Mitch.
I think I'm gonna nominate Mitch.
I believe
I agree
Brian
with that.
did so. Brian nominated Mitch. Explain yourself, Brian.
Explain yourself, Brian.
It sounds like some people had some bad pings on him, and it's just some weird vibes from over there. I didn't like his 3. Big Dog, that's a ghost vote.
I know, I was just
Okay.
putting it up so people get hype.
Yeah.
I got
I heard there were some bad pings, and it's another vibe check, but I'm with it. I think I'm with it.
Mitch, what do you got?
I would like to not die. I have a role that would be beneficial to town at some point.
I mean, is there any clarity we can provide on the bad pings? I was also willing to nominate, but I'm just curious.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I can give clarity. I'm the empath, and I got a 1.
When Big Dog and Mitch were alive?
First,
Okay.
Yeah, first time.
And Big Dog's dead. Okay.
It's required.
I didn't get any updated info because I died.
Yeah.
Here we go.
But Big Dog's already dead, so shoot the next person over, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Baker?
Big Dog was evil.
There we go.
Big Dog could have been a minion. You could be drunk. I don't know.
Enough.
I
Mitch is
honestly
on the
think there's a
block.
chance
Nominations
that
remain open.
Wait, so you think there's a chance you're drunk, but you're willing to like commit to this?
I don't think you're drunk, Chris.
I would like to nominate Chris, but he's already dead.
Mitch nominates Chris's corpse.
No, it was a joke.
I know.
Don't use my nomination. I don't have anything to counter nom though, so I nominate Becky.
Hey, Brian.
Mitch
Okay.
nominates Becky. Mitch, why?
Becky just kept me in a room for 3 hours. I think she tied my hands up and stuck me in there.
Oh my! I'm gonna have to go back and
Just
watch
mad
the
at her.
stream on that one. Becky, your defense.
You get that.
I too am suspicious of Mitch, and I think he just did that because I voted against him, and
I didn't even notice who voted for me.
well, I did because I'm voting for everyone.
What the heck's going on here? Becky's throwing us off now.
I am a good villager with an important power, and it would behoove you all to keep me alive.
That's not exactly what I just said.
Good
though.
word.
I just want to point
Good
that
word.
out.
4 votes would tie it. 5 would move Mitch off the block and put Becky onto it. Here we go.
Yeah, there was no traction here. I knew that.
Mitch, you didn't even vote.
Yeah, I know. I don't actually suspect Becky. It was fun.
Becky is safe for the day. Mitch remains tied up on the block.
Oh no, God, not again!
Nominations remain open.
Hey, Brian.
Second call.
I nominate Brian.
Matt G nominates Brian. What do you got, Matt?
I just think he's evil. Not even shooting from the hip. He's just evil. Becky, I would like for you to vote for him.
I will.
Gotta save Mitch's life, right?
Brian, your defense.
I don't have a defense. No, plead the fifth.
I'm voting for everyone, Matt.
All right.
Is this data-based or is this gut?
No, this is him saving Mitch's life.
4 votes would tie. 5 votes would move Brian on the block.
Side note, he
Here we
did
go.
not vote for Mitch. Ooh, yikes. Becky, interesting choice here.
I know.
I'm tired.
I told you.
We
I'm
have
voting.
confirmed info. Are we about to time?
Yeah, we had confirmed info on Mitch,
Oh,
and y'all
shit.
swap it to me.
Why are we
Ooh,
swapping
rough
it to
play
Votes
there.
is enough. Brian is on the block.
Matt G, great job saving your buddy there.
Baker, what's your thought there?
Why'd
I
you
will
vote me
explain-
right there, Baker?
Not in the town square, I'll explain, but actually I don't have a great reason, but I trusted Matt G right there for better or worse.
Wow.
Oh,
Hard
over
play,
my-
dude.
Matt G doesn't
over my
like-
info?
That was a
You
Matt
trusted
G
over
trust.
my info?
Bigger.
Plus one other.
Nominate. Bigger nominate me.
I literally hard claimed to you, Baker.
The day will close in
But-
Baker, nominate me. Baker, nominate me.
4.
I
Baker,
nominate Matt
nominate
G.
me.
Can Brian nominate?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
No, you nominated Mitch.
Oh, somebody nominate Matt G.
I'm not. I nominate Matt G.
Becky nominates Matt G. That's a legal one. Becky, why?
Because he was asking for it.
It's peer pressure again, isn't it, Becky?
I'd like to tie it. Killing me is bad.
Matt G, your defense or your reasoning for calling for your death.
I haven't talked to Brian. I just had this inkling that he's evil. I
There's
don't know
no
why.
bad pings.
Oh,
I understand that, but the bad ping on Mitch is something that I also question, so I didn't want to risk losing Mitch either. I'm perfectly fine to die. I'm not the saint, everyone. I'm the recluse. So I set on the saint to try to see if anyone else was the saint. No one else came forward as the saint, so we're looking at a drunk or a butler. So I was just trying to figure out, if there was a butler, where's the pattern in the voting, or if there's a drunk, like one of your information is false. And we're just fucking ourselves over and over.
The other role
So-
is definitely drunk.
So,
But
as the recluse, I'm willing to die first. Keep in mind that means that the demon will probably kill someone valuable, but at this
We
time,
could just tie it then.
just keep that in
Should have
mind.
just killed Mitch for my bad.
yeah, I don't know why we
5
didn't kill Mitch.
votes would
And
tie. 6 would move it from Brian to Matt G. Here we go.
Somehow we're gonna end with nobody dying.
Yeah.
That seems alright.
Mitch, you live
No, we
another
need to
day.
try and kill evil people during the day. That's how we win the game.
5 votes is a tie. No one is on the block. Final call for nominations.
I will admit an error based off what Matt Cheat just said.
Yeah, we need to kill Madge, right?
5,
Just think about it.
4.
I truly thought Matt Cheat was working off data.
Yeah, it's looking like Maggie just saved Mitch. So
We all go to sleep.
Well, I think he's an
Congratulations
outsider, right? He's the only one
to
claiming
the-
outsider.
Wait, why does it say vote?
I believe he's a recluse. He was willing to
night.
die.
All right, another lovely morning. Only it's not so sunny this morning because Sunny has died. I think that's his first death. Didn't you? I don't think you died last game, right?
I didn't
Sunny's
die.
first death of his career.
Chris, you want to chat?
Reminder: when you're dead, you can only vote one more time the rest of the game, and you can't nominate. And your power.
Hey.
Hey.
So I don't think there's a spy because first off, Mary's hard claiming librarian was told that Baker or I is drunk. On my screen, it says I'm the monk. So if there was a spy and I'm not drunk, they would have killed me right away, or they would have killed Baker off his information gathering role that he says he is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, or I was about to get really good information on you and Mitch, if maybe you and Mitch are both evil, and I was gonna get it too.
Makes sense. But yeah, I have a hard feeling Pat made me a drunk monk. I've been trying to confirm it by saving Baker every night. But yeah. But anyways, I think I'm drunk and I'm the other outsider.
Why do you? I don't. Why do you always think you're drunk?
Well, I was told that I either Baker or I was drunk, and
Oh,
Baker.
Good point. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Baker thinks his info is making sense. I don't know. I think he's fortune
He
teller.
has info, but I think Baker is evil based off of how he behaved last. I think Baker saved Mitch. Baker doesn't usually.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like he's not like paying. He's not like watching the Lightning game right now. It's not like he's distracted.
Yeah. I think we definitely kill Mitch, and that should make you
100%.
think that I'm not evil.
100%.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Now I can't. Now we can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Brian, what's you up to, bud?
Me?
What was for dinner, bud?
Plotting everyone to kill you. That's what I'm up to right now.
Hey, Becky, you want to chat?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to go to No Man's Land?
Ooh, tough
No,
spot.
let's go to your beaver bungalow.
Honestly,
Alright.
that's a big.
I believe that you are the empath.
Cool. In that
Are
case,
you
you want to tell me what you are?
I'm the Slayer, but
Okay.
I'm not. I'm literally telling you this because I trust you. But I have not hard claimed that to anyone else.
Okay. Your secret is safe with me.
Okay, because I really want to try to stay alive and use it at the end, but I know that's very risky.
Yeah. I would use it.
I know.
Maybe tomorrow. The problem. Although I think the good news is that there's probably not a spy because you would probably be dead. I don't know what Sunny is. I should probably talk to Sunny, but just don't wait too long because
I know.
in the past
Do you-
you have waited too long to use your
I know.
abilities, and I want you to be able to use them.
I do want to be able to use it, but I really want to get the demon.
So I think it's Baker and Mitch is where I'm at right now.
I
I think we should need to kill Mitch. Okay, I think we need to kill because I got a ping on Mitch. I got a ping on Big Dog, but Big Dog's dead, so Mitch is the only other person. So we should kill Mitch, and then we can reassess. But I think Baker's like, oh, I screwed up. I think it's more likely that he saved Mitch. If that's the case, though, then Mitch is the demon because Baker's probably not going to fight super hard to save a minion. So
I don't know. Mitch hard claimed something to me that I'm not going to share because it was in confidence that I do believe, but I'm also fine with killing him because I don't know if I can actually believe him. But Chris, I really, really trust that you're the empath. But if I die tonight, I'm not going to trust you.
that's reasonable. Yeah.
Okay. But I also feel like you're telling. I feel like
if it makes you feel any better, I'll make it so you're the last person I talk to. Does that help? Today?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay. So I could be drunk. Okay. It's possible I'm drunk.
Okay.
But if I'm not, I got a 1 on Big Dog or Mitch. Big Dog's dead, so Mitch is the only person left.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I could go either way on him.
Okay. I would say use your ability at the latest tomorrow because you don't want to be stuck. Because Slayer's like such a fun. So it would just suck not to get to use it.
Okay.
Cool.
All
right.
Yeah.
That seems to be the consensus every game.
Hey, Big Dog, could you want to actually tell me your role now, or just hit me with an
Yeah. Let's go to Chris.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you telling people what you want to play right now? No, not really.
What?
I was gonna say, are you saying publicly what you were or not?
Should I? Is that a good move? Someone tell me.
No, I probably wouldn't. If you want to tell people like one-on-one, that's fine, but you don't want evil to know.
Yeah.
Will you tell me?
Assuming you are good, which is that probably.
You want to chat real quick?
What? I hear a really loud background.
Gee, what is going on over there?
Do you want to go to No Man's Land real quick?
Are you talking to me? Yeah, sure.
Muted. Not muted anymore.
Is this the game where you're finally evil?
No, never have I ever / never will I ever be evil.
What?
Vote bot. No.
What? Why would you be so weird about that?
So a minute or two group chat. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use the restroom real quick, and then when we come back, nominations will be open.
Because I hadn't told anybody yet, and I wasn't sure I wanted to yet right then.
It's all right, Sonny. We'll
Gotcha.
tomorrow if ever
Mhm.
God willing, tomorrow.
Sorry, Sonny, you gotta be aware. Becky either talks to you the entire time or 15 seconds until we move, and then she just.
Everyone has.
She'll filibuster you with manatee tails.
Manatees. Or like the leopard cam
or
at the
Yasso.
zoo.
Or Yasso bars.
Or Yasso.
They're cheetahs. They're
I'm
not
sorry.
leopards.
My apologies. They're big
And
cats and they're cute.
And I have a mystical connection to manatees. It's true. That's all very accurate. I looked into one. I saw the eyes of God. Okay.
Becky, you'd love my apartment right now. The manatees are currently coming out of the back channels and out into the open water, so I get to see them every morning.
Oh my god, that's so fucking cool.
Wait, you never been to the Manatee Viewing Center, Chris? Brian's never taken you there?
Nominations are open.
You mean
It's closed down
Baker's
right now.
apartment? No.
Well, that's it. Look at Mason!
It's closed down right now.
you're
So
gonna
I'm
be evil
curious about if we got additional pings on Mitch.
Wait,
I'm
someone
also-
just said Mason, right? They're going to join
No,
the evil
yeah.
team.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna be evil now.
My bad.
I said Mitsubishi earlier too.
It was me, so.
Any additional pings on Mitch? I'm also worried that we're gonna let a recluse call go all the way to the end too. But that's really the only two I have right now.
I'll nominate Mitch again. If I don't think they're open, but when they are,
They are open. Oh, they're
They're
open. Brian opens. Brian opens up Mitch. Brian nominates Mitch. Why, Brian?
just to defer to Chris's empath, getting a 1. Big Dog's dead. Mitch is still alive. We need to get rid of Mitch.
Did we switch to your webcam mic?
Yeah, Brian, what's happening
Yeah,
here?
it did just sound really weird.
Is it better?
It's way
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, way better.
Mitch is evil, so we need to kill Mitch.
And then Chris, will you clarify with me when you got the 1? Was Big Dog alive at the time? Okay, so we could have potentially got Big Dog, but we're doing this as a safety net catch-all. Okay.
And
Mitch,
because I
you're
kind of
defense.
tend to believe Big Dog and Matt G's story.
Mitch, your defense.
No Big Dog story, but I know Matt Cheese.
I'll say what I said to Brian briefly, which was I guess my power is not exactly amazingly good, but I would like to have stayed alive. But you know what? Sounds like there's enough bad pings on me for the further to get rid of any sort of, miscommunication or any sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Evil thoughts. I don't want to distract town anymore. So just get rid of me and we'll be done.
3 votes required for an execution. Here we go. Remember, Sonny, if you vote, you only get 1 vote for the rest of the game.
Okay.
I don't think you need mine. I'm taking it down. You just need 4.
You just need 3.
Matt G, I know you didn't vote, but do you agree that Mitch is evil?
4 votes is enough. Mitch is on the block. Nominations
don't.
remain open.
You think Chris is full of shit?
I don't know. I mean, good people are dying.
Because we didn't execute anybody.
Oh my god, I left the oven
So the
on.
only people to die can be good, right?
I don't think there's a world where Chris is evil. I don't think it exists.
He died the first night.
Second
Means
call.
that
I was
means-
about to find out that both Mitch and Brian were evil.
Just to refer to what I'm saying.
I was gonna get a 2.
I'm constantly
For sure.
after Mitch. So I don't know how it could be Mitch and I.
For sure.
What
Of
are the
course
chances?
you are, Brian.
Huh?
What are the chances an empath dies on day 1 after being accused of being evil? I just don't see it.
Dude, the 3 roles that I gave were the 3 most powerful roles in the game. So someone probably was just like, "Oh, well, I should
Which
probably
is
go
like
kill
an-
him if he's actually one of these 3 roles."
It's an
Why
odd
do you do that?
to claim as a good game.
Because sometimes when you give like 3 really useless roles, people are like, "Okay, that person's obviously just like trying not to get targeted by the demon." So it was like some reverse psychology. I don't know. Either it didn't work or
You gotta balance it every now and then.
Yeah. Well, that's what I did. Usually I go the other way with it.
Yep.
Final call for nominations.
Also, still pointing out that Miriam has never been
Nominate
evil,
Becky.
so I think this is maybe the game. Even less than that
I believe that was Matt G nominating Becky. Matt G, what do you got?
I think one of the girls was evil, so I'm just flipping a coin and going with Becky at first.
Wow.
Wow.
Becky, defend womanhood.
Defend keep the patriarchy.
Well, I
Oh, no.
I have been. It's not me. It's not me. I've talked to many people. I have been saying the same roles. I've hard claimed to a couple people. I have something powerful that would be beneficial to the good team. I don't think I should die. And Mary and I are both on our periods, so that's all.
That's why Matt he smells it.
We seem crazy.
Four votes would tie. 5 would move it to Becky.
We can't kill you now.
Here
I
we
mean,
go.
come on.
Yeah, I had to take my hand down after that.
Chat, clip that.
Vote is not enough. Becky is safe for the day.
I'm gonna start using that. Wait,
Final.
hold on. To defend myself real quick, I'm also on my period.
We're gonna rerun the vote on Mitch. Final call for nomination.
Period vote.
Very bad. So toast up.
5,
Gotta piss.
4, 3, 2,
Guys, that was the saint.
1. Mitch is executed and dies, and this game continues.
I still think it could be Baker. Maybe not. Maybe Baker did just mess up. Saving Mitch is probably not worth like having people point at you. I don't know. I mean, Miriam's eventually got to be evil, right? Like she's learning. She played this game like half a dozen times now. Has never once been evil. God, like surely this is the game, right? But I guess that's not how it works.
Phew, you shamble out of your disgusting cottages back out to the town square to the brutal sight. Nothing. There was no death in the night. There are 5 players still alive. Let's put 5 minutes on the clock.
Ryan, you want to talk?
Pat, can I ask you a quick question?
You already know the answer.
Yeah, you want to do it
Chris, did you
publicly
wanna
or in
chat?
a private situation?
Private. In a private.
Either way.
Why is everyone going into my room? Oh,
Chris, they took your room.
God. Let's go to Becky's room then.
Okay.
Okay, now that you're dead, do you want to tell me what your role was?
I was the mayor.
Okay.
I wanted to get my own mayor win.
Yeah, that's what
Did
that's what I bluffed last game.
Did you? I don't know that I actually got your hard claim
Honestly, yeah,
last
I don't
game.
think I never was in a position where I had to come out with what like a hard claim because we just won by killing Joe, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you-
although I am starting to think that maybe I was drunk.
I mean, only one outsider's come out. I don't know anyone else that would have a drunk, like, what's the word? Susceptible ability, you know?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten a lot of hard claims from people though, other than
Yeah.
I think at this point that Becky might have been the soldier. Because she gave me soldier, mayor, and virgin. She got nominated, so she's not virgin. And I was mayor, so she's not mayor.
Yeah, I don't know. But,
So
okay, cool. All right, well, thanks for
if
letting
no
me
one
know.
died last night, that means she would be drunk. Or she wouldn't be drunk, so.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's all.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Cool.
Hey, Sonny, you want to talk?
Sure. Hey.
Are you willing to tell me what you were?
Yeah, so I'm guessing you're the empath, right?
Yeah.
So I was the Undertaker, and the only information I got was related to Big Dog, which was investigator.
Okay. Well, that's good then. So that corroborates. So that's good. So that corroborates Magi being recluse. So the way recluse works is that Big Dog was told either me or Magi was poisoner, and that checks out because if you're recluse, you will potentially register as an evil player. So like Pat could tell Big Dog that Matt G is poisoner because he's recluse. So all that checks out. So either Mitch is evil or I may be the drunk because I believe Matt G is outsider. So that means we don't have the other outsider accounted for, which means probably one of us is drunk. And it could be me, or it could just be that Magi actually is evil.
Yeah, I was feeling a little suspicious, but I didn't really know how, because like I didn't know how recluse worked. Because he said he was poisoned, but if he's recluse, then that could count as a poison, right? Like title wise, for investigators.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, then I don't really have much information. I just know I feel like there's a spy, just because I feel like a lot of big people have been killed. Investigator, empath, Undertaker. I feel like all were pretty important. Is what I'm hearing. You don't think so?
Well, we killed.
Oh no, sorry, we killed investigator, right? But empath, I feel like that helps.
You're right. You're right. I think there's a decent chance that there is a spy. And if Mitch was the spy, then we killed him, so that's good. Because the spy gets new info each night. So like if something changes, the spy gets it.
Can he not see the whole board right away?
So yeah, so he gets all the info, but if I think let's. So okay, yeah. So spy gets visited last. So I think the spy gets to know who the monk protects if there's a monk. So if Mitch actually is the spy and he's dead, he no longer gets info. So he wouldn't see if there was a monk. I assume there's a monk or there's a soldier because nobody died last night. Those are the only two possible explanations.
That is true.
So yeah, I don't know what Miri or Baker is. So I need to talk to them, but It's pointing towards one of them two being evil. To be
Did you
honest,
have
being
like the
demon.
3 that Baker gave?
Oh yeah, chef, fortune teller, and mayor.
Okay, yeah. Everybody, a lot of people's been saying mayor, so I don't even know. Like,
Mayor's like an easy like catch-all. Like you don't have to do
Okay.
any work to bluff it. Yeah, it's like
Okay,
a really easy.
got it.
It's like soldier. It's a really easy thing to bluff.
Oh, Votebot. No.
No.
Minute or two, and then we'll open it up. I've cracked a beer officially.
Oh.
It's my beer.
I think the
I get one.
demon is
You left it here.
Miriam or Baker. That's where I'm at.
Oh.
I'm the librarian, as I've told many people.
Or Brian. Wait, you're the librarian?
Sorry.
Yes.
What?
Okay. What info?
She told me
were-
that day one.
What info were you given?
Oh,
wait,
I-
no, I know the info.
Okay.
I don't.
So you know I'm telling the truth.
Maybe.
Is there a ping pong game going on?
Yeah, that sounded exactly like or like 3 people opened a can of beer like back to back, and it just sounded like it was.
Oh, 2 people, and then it reverbed through Becky's speakers. Sorry, I feel like I've been roasting Becky a lot tonight. Sorry.
It's all right. You're on your period. You're grumpy.
Yeah.
Wait, did I just not write it down? Did Becky hard claim when we nommed her yesterday, or did she just say she's town?
No, she said exactly what I said, which was, "I'm good, and my ability will be helpful later."
She won't hard claim.
Oh, is that my cat? Whose cat is that?
Oh yeah, she's throwing the ball around.
That's not
Oh.
That might be the sound everybody hears.
Yeah, that is.
Nominations are open.
Do we not kill anyone today, or no? Today's the day we do
No, I
kill
think
someone.
today's
I
the day we
nominate
do it.
Becky.
I think.
Brian nominates Becky. Why?
I think the info that's left makes sense. And I think it's Becky.
Becky, your
You
defense.
think she's demon twice?
Yeah. If we believe all the info, yes.
I am absolutely a townsperson, and if you tell me, that's fine. I mean, it's fine. I'm a good person, but I mean, the numbers. You're good. Whatever. I'm a good person, so you really, really.
You want to say what you are, or you don't want to yet?
I don't want.
Hey, Matt, you were getting a lot of background from your mic.
But
You muted it.
I don't want to say.
You'd
But-
rather be.
If you're,
Well, you can-
I respect not disclosing to the entire town your info.
if you want to execute me, you may. But it's gonna be bad for numbers because there's no.
I have everyone else alive. I have a marker on them, and I believe them, but I don't have anything for you.
3 votes required for an execution. Dead people, you can only vote once, rest of the game. Here we go.
You do or do not?
I do not think it's Becky.
I think it might be.
No.
Who do you think it is, Chris?
4 votes is enough. Becky's on the block.
If I had to
Nominations remain
guess,
open.
I would say it's Baker or Brian. I think I'm more leaning towards Brian.
Didn't you just say Baker and Miri though?
Yeah,
When
it could be. If I had to be 4. 'cause
Chris,
it
I
doesn't help,
hard
like-
claim my role to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Call.
Yeah, I
For
would.
nomination.
Yeah, I think it's Baker or Brian. Maybe I would lean towards Baker.
Hold on, nobody died last night, right?
Yep.
Right.
Someone on my roof? Someone dial 9-1 and then just.
Chris thinks there's like a huge big brain play happening, which I understand. I get it. I do get that. I get that, but that's not what happened. Yeah.
Maybe I'm giving the person too much credit.
We actually discussed that possibility, but that's not what happened.
Final call for nominations. The day will close in 5.
I slay Miri.
Becky claims Slayer, fires at Miri. What do you shoot at her, Becky?
Just like a little tiny push pin.
Little push pen?
My God.
Holy
At a
cow.
high velocity.
Well, it doesn't quite come out with the velocity we were hoping, and it kind of just gets halfway there and hits the ground, and there's no effect.
Yeah. Well,
Becky,
that's
why didn't you use a tampon?
That's what I was going to suggest.
Because I was going to go with tampon because tampon's too obvious.
Two on the nose, Joe. We're more highbrow.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Come on.
3,
I'm not.
2,
We have a follower.
1. Becky is executed.
He's
and
7 years
dies.
old.
He's gonna go
And
ask his mom.
congratulations on another night of the game.
So here's where I'm at. Oh man, there's only so I don't think it's Magi, which I guess is helpful. I think there's a decent chance that Becky was the drunk. So I think I was good. I think my info was good. I think Mitch was the minion. I think Becky may be the drunk slayer and just tried to kill Miriam and was unsuccessful. I need to talk with Baker because Miriam's info is that one of Brian or Baker is drunk. So nobody died last night, which I think maybe Brian trying to prove that he is the monk because that's what he's hard claiming. So like, oh, he saved someone. Also could just be him like choosing a dead body, trying to make himself like trying to solidify his monkness. I don't know. It's a hard one. It's a hard one. Baker saving Mitch is the part, but I don't know if I'm looking too much into that, but I don't know.
You wake to the corpse of Matt G, which leaves 3 people alive, which of course means this will be the final day. Time to use ghost votes, time to figure out what's going on. I am going to put 4 minutes on, at which point nominations will open, but it's on the final day. Nomination phase can be a little longer. We can chat a little more. We can do whatever. So, yeah. 4 minutes till noms.
Hey Baker,
If you want to have side conversations, you can. But
Yeah, Chris, I'm getting a glass of water. 1 sec.
Okay.
All right, what are you thinking?
I'd like to hear what you got, what you are, where your head's at.
I thought I already told you, right? Did I not?
You told me chef, fortune teller, or mayor.
Oh, I thought we had the full discussion already. I'm chef. I thought Brian was the drunk for a while, so I told Brian all my info pretty early. And then Brian's monk save worked, so we are operating under the assumption that I am the drunk chef, which I probably could have figured out.
That's not. So I mean, if you are, that's fine. But then that means that Brian is the demon. Because Becky just shot Miriam and it didn't work.
She's okay. Is it possible she's minion?
I don't think so. I mean, no, it can't be because my info, unless I'm poisoned, my info was that either Mitch or Big Dog was evil.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's possible Brian could have self-killed.
I mean, I think
like, or not self-killed, but killed a dead body and then
Yeah.
claimed his monk
Yeah.
shit worked to get me to
Or-
trust him.
Or it was Becky who was the drunk, and that's why Miriam didn't die as the demon. Or it's just you. I still am like trying to wrap my head around the fact that you like saved Mitch. Like that doesn't look good for you. But
I didn't say Mitch. That
yeah,
was
you voted.
that was.
You didn't. Yeah, you voted. We had Mitch on the block, and then you voted to put somebody else on.
Oh yeah. That I 100% bought it that Matt G was nominating him or nominating based off data, not a gut suspicion. And when he said I have a reason for it, I believed him, but his reason was nothing.
Okay. Yeah. I
Um,
mean, so
But I also then voted to kill Mitch immediately after.
So another thing
but-
that could happen. So a reason I don't think it's Miriam is because I think killing Matt G is a play that either you or Brian would make. Maybe I'm not giving her enough credit.
Why?
Because he's the I don't know. He's the saint. So like, if we execute him,
he's the
well, it
recluse.
doesn't matter. We still the game's over anyway if we're wrong. Oh, he's the recluse, not the saint. Never mind.
Yeah. Brian making it as far as the monk scares me a little bit. Miriam, we as a group, we trust women.
So here's the
a
thing.
lot.
Here's the other thing too. Brian could actually be the drunk, and you chose not to kill anyone in order to make Brian think he's not the drunk and that you're the drunk. So
Yeah,
that's
Brian and I talked about that as well. Yeah.
Man, I don't
We've
know.
kind of flushed out all of these scenarios, and it's not. There's kind of viable reasons why all three of us could be it. I just have to go with what's on my screen.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Cool.
An outsider.
So,
Baker
nobody
either-
else besides other than Matt G, who's recluse. Who else is an outsider? Anyone?
There's a
I'm
drunk.
operating under the assumption I am.
There's a drunk. Yeah.
As the drunk, correct?
So Miriam's
Yeah.
info is that either
So-
Brian or Baker is drunk.
So Baker, that would mean her info's accurate as well.
Votebot has pulled us back.
So there's two options. Either I saved you and that's why nobody died tonight, or
If
one of us
we-
big brain played each other and picked a dead corpse.
We consider
we're
that
in-
Miri could be the drunk.
Since we're in a final day, do you want me to facilitate a around the
That's
horn?
actually
Yeah.
Maggie, your mic's all fucked up again.
Just mute. Yeah, you can either
Okay.
mute the TV as well.
So
What's-
sometimes-
what's around the horn again?
Where I just go and you give what you are and you give your information. Just
Oh,
go around
yeah.
around the horn. So why don't we do that starting at the top? Chris, what do you got?
So here's where I'm at. So it could be that Becky was the drunk, and that's why Miriam didn't die. I think that's maybe not the most likely. It could be that the reason nobody died 2 nights ago was because Brian was trying to like prove the fact that his monk claim is good. Miriam said that either Baker or Brian is the drunk. So it could also be that Baker didn't kill anyone to make Brian think that he actually is the monk instead of just being drunk. So all those three are possibilities, and I don't have the only one little piece that's swaying me is Baker moving the vote from Mitch, who I feel like 90% sure now is a minion, moving the vote from Mitch to Brian. It could just be like a total honest mistake, but that's the
But
only.
I didn't nominate that. That was Matt G that nominated.
No, I know, but you
I was
voted.
one
you
of
voted
5
after Mitch,
people that voted
Yeah,
that day.
Mitch
but
was
yeah.
on the block, and you voted to move it off. Other people did too.
I told him I was monk before that, like super hard, and he
Why
still
don't we,
voted for me.
That's
Why don't we
that's
just-
where
I
I'm at.
thought
That's
we
where
were
I'm
doing a
at.
roll
Yeah,
call.
let's just do roll and information
Yeah,
first, and then we can
that's
get back
what
into
was
group
going on.
chat. So,
That's what I got.
Chris, are you? Well, I mean, if you guys
Oh,
are
yeah,
willing
sorry,
to,
I'm
it's the
sorry,
final
I'm
day,
Empath.
so normally.
So, I'm Empath first night. I got a 1. So I think the 1 is most likely from Mitch. I tend to believe Big Dog and Matt G's info, which clears him. So
Dog.
Investigator, I saw between Chris and Matt G that one of them was the poisoner.
Sorry, I hadn't heard that yet. I'm Monk. I say Baker every night except for last night. I picked Miriam, which didn't matter. Matt G died, but yeah.
G.
I'm the recluse.
Bakes.
Oh, that's where the poisoner. Okay.
Chef, but I'm operating under the assumption until I'm proven otherwise that I'm the drunk chef. So outsider.
Miri.
Librarian. I was told Brian or Baker is drunk.
Sunny.
The Undertaker. The only information I got was that Big Dog was an investigator.
Becky.
I was the Slayer.
Mitch.
I was the mayor.
Nominations are open. Feel free to continue
Baker,
having as much
between
group chat as you want.
Brian and Miriam, who are you leaning towards?
What? Hold on, it can't be
Hold on,
Miriam,
hold on,
can
hold
it?
on, stop, hold on. I want to hear the answer to that question.
That's a good question.
Baker.
Yeah. Either Brian bamboozled me, and it's Brian, or Becky is drunk and it's Miriam. But I can't explain how Becky would be drunk and Miriam. Oh, because Miriam would be lying.
I don't feel drunk.
I'm also not lying.
Sorry, my phone alarm's going off and it's driving me insane. I can't find it. But I honestly don't know, Chris. I think I believe this
I have a
group
question.
tends to trust the females more than we should. And we get beat a lot. So I'm kind of leaning towards Miriam, so I don't let it happen again. But I don't, and I want to break the barrier of Brian and I absolutely not trusting each other every game. But
So if
I'm
that's
not
the
100%
case, then you
sure.
think Becky was the drunk?
Wait.
What? Hold on. Wait. What info did you get then? What was your chef info?
He was
was
told
2.
2,
I told you that. Where is this phone?
which doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense because it's Mitch.
Yes, it
'Cause there
does.
can't
We
be
have a
two
We have a
drunks.
recluse.
But that would mean that
No, because there's Miriam, Mitch, Matt G. They're all on opposite sides. That can't.
Yeah, it doesn't make
that
any
information's
sense.
not possible. If it is Miri,
But it can be with a recluse in play.
what?
No,
No, I'm
But-
saying the
but how can
recluse-
Miri's
Miriam,
info be-
recluse, and Mitch are all on three opposite sides of the thing.
Then
Why
that
am
I-
further confirms that I'm the drunk chef. That should further solidify to you that I'm the drunk chef.
Then if you're
Wait.
drunk, then there's no possible way it's Miriam, and you should be
Because-
you should
my
be
information is
100%
correct.
zoning in on Brian right now.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's Baker.
Wait. Okay.
I don't understand how like people
You-
not
hear that.
100% thinking through and like you have the benefit of sitting here in like the entire town. All right, go for it.
Wait,
So
can
here's
we?
where I'm at.
Can we
Here's
Well,
where I'm at.
finish your
right?
thought.
If your information
I mean,
is
you
good,
just have the
if your
benefit of
information
like
is
this like
good-
perfect hindsight. Like, oh, I had perfect information like the entirety of this game, and you have the benefit of sitting here in hindsight and like critiquing every little decision that was made along the way, which is made like that. And that's
Yeah, I mean, I have to go with something, right? So, like, if your information is a 2, then
and I'm gonna do
Mir-
what I
But-
always
Chris,
do when we
in
get in
that
this
same
situation, and try
situation-
and tell you you're wrong, but go ahead and do it. And now I'm gonna step back and let you do your thing. If you wanna corral the town against me, do it.
So Becky,
I've
Mary-
given you
Miri,
everything I can give, and I think what happened with Brian should help you believe me. But do what you need to do.
so
Can I ask you a
Becky,
question?
Miri, and Baker can't all be drunk.
right.
Right.
And that's what I'm
that's
confused
the
with.
crux of
Baker's
this,
info
yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Hold on, let Matt G.
Yeah,
I want to hear what Matt
let's
G
let
has to
Matt
say.
G get in here.
Thank you, guys. That's so nice. Becky.
Okay, so what
Becky.
we no, I'm just kidding.
Becky, what are your? I just have a question for everyone that's alive and Becky. Becky, what were the 3 that you were giving everyone? What was your 3 for 3?
I was giving Soldier, Mayor, and Virgin.
Okay, Baker.
Chef, fortune teller, mayor. I might have
And-
changed mayor out for like one person, but
I gave Ravenkeeper, Mayor, and Undertaker. But I hard claimed to a lot of
Miri,
people
what did
right
you
away.
give everyone?
The only person I gave a 3 for 3 was Becky. After that, I hard claimed librarian. I told Becky librarian, mayor, virgin.
Okay.
Miri, who do you think it is out of Baker and I?
Okay.
I am
that's cool.
very
I'm good.
confused.
So- There's 3 reasons somebody didn't die. Either
That's all?
I actually saved Baker.
yeah, let
Yeah,
Matt
hold on, Matt
finish.
G's
Let
still,
Matt
uh,
Go ahead.
Don't want to.
If you guys just heard everything that was said, Becky and Miriam gave the same 3 for 3.
Yeah, I just picked. I picked librarian, which I was,
Same exact
and
3
then
for 3.
and then I
Same
picked 2 other easy to.
So Matt, you think it's Miriam is what you're saying?
I thought it was you and Miriam this whole time
So-
because of the way Miriam was voting off of every nomination that you ever had. But
Then
now,
why didn't
and now the Baker accusations do also add up. I just think all 3 of you could be guilty.
I will say
So-
second call for
Real
nominations.
quick,
but it'll be a long
when
time.
nobody died, Baker and I talked immediately, and so there were 5 people alive, and what he said kind of made sense. Was he wouldn't have killed, because I accused him of killing a dead body because he knew I was voting for him or I was saving him nonstop. And he basically said I wouldn't have done that this late in the game. Like he should have just killed me. I'm gonna nominate Miriam.
Brian has
The only way
nominated
it's
Miri.
Miriam is if Becky is her minion.
Correct.
And
Which can't
so-
be because
Okay.
it's Mitch.
So
So maybe
Which cannot
I already
be.
said it.
So
though.
now that we're
Because Baker's
officially in
info
a
is either
nomination,
no good
what I'm
or
going to
he's
do
drunk.
now that we're officially in a nomination, what we're going to do is I'm going to give Brian the floor, Miri the floor, and then I'm going to ask, do people want like 10 seconds to add, and we're going to go like one by one. Otherwise, everyone's just going to yell at each other, and then we'll run the vote. So Brian, your floor.
The reason I did that was because I didn't believe Baker would have killed a dead body in that situation, with 5 people left. But what Chris just said makes sense as well. I wholeheartedly believe Mitch is the other bad player. Which, oh fuck. I hope Mary nominates Baker, obviously, but I don't know, man. This is the toughest game I think we've played. This is a tough one.
Miri, the floor is yours.
I'm the librarian. I've said it since the beginning. For my 3 for 3, I just picked 2 other roles that would be easy to put in there that no one could prove I was wrong. I told Baker and Brian my information from the beginning, and I've stuck to that. Like Chris said, it would be almost impossible impossible for me to be bad. And so I will nominate Baker. That sounds what I
The
have.
big thing for me is that I
Oh,
saved
you have
Baker.
to not. Don't say that yet. You have to think that through and nominate the right person here. If you nominate,
Hang on a
Blaze,
sec.
I can still nominate.
Does anyone want to add, like, in 5 seconds to the accusation on Miri, not elsewhere? Accusation on Miri. Anyone want to add?
I don't.
I'll just say, yeah, I'll add.
All right,
I'll
Joe's
just say
got the floor.
the only world where it's Miri is if
I'm stuck on me
Becky,
saving Baker.
Well, hold on just a sec.
Yeah.
The only world where it's Miri is if Becky is her.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of this. Becky is her minion because she was Slayer and slayed
Yes.
Miri.
Yes.
And also,
Why could Becky
That's
not be the
possible
drunk?
because
so Becky would have to be spy and Miri would be the demon.
That's not
I would have
possible,
died
though.
right
That's not-
away if
'cause
there
then
was a spy.
I would be drunk and Baker would be drunk.
All right.
Why can Becky not be drunk?
She
We're
can't
gonna run the
be-
vote.
she
Then
can
I
be.
We're
would
gonna
also
run the
be
vote. I
drunk.
think this was a bad idea.
We're also negating what minion Mitch might be. Like there's a world where I was poisoned on night 1, or Chris was poisoned on night 1.
Fuck, that's so true.
Yeah,
Two votes required. Reminder
I'm
that
voting
there
Mary.
will not be another day, so the ghost votes need to go towards
Baker,
whoever. you
reminder,
think
I
it is.
saved your life.
90%
Baker.
sure it's
And
not Mary.
here
Mary's the one person
we
I'm not voting
go.
for. I'm like 90% sure it's not Mary.
2 votes is enough. Miri is on the block. Nominations remain open. Those nominations can be Miri to
don't nominate
Baker
it. Don't
or
nominate
Baker
it.
to Brian. Or Miri to
Can I
Brian.
say something?
So,
I mean,
so-
my
so-
only
so-
option is
So
Brian,
here's
yeah.
where I'm at, right? I think my information had to be good, unless I was poisoned.
Mitch-
But I think it had. So if Mitch is one of the evil, then Baker's info, I don't think could be possible. So he could be drunk, right? If he's the drunk, then the only way that Miriam is the evil person is if Becky was the minion. But I don't think that's possible because my info is that Mitch was the minion. So I think the only possible explanation is either Baker is drunk and Brian is the imp, or Baker's the imp. I think those are the only. I think that's only 2 possible explanations. I don't think it's Miriam. I think it's got to be Baker or Brian.
Do you have?
I'll offer a counter explanation, and I haven't thought this through because I just realized that it's potential there's a poisoner. I could have been poisoned day 1, and Becky could be the drunk.
But then my information
How
would
did
be
no
wrong.
one die then, Baker? You think I picked a dead body in that circumstance with 5 people alive?
No, because you are the drunk.
I saved
Or,
you.
sorry,
No one
are
died.
The monk. You are the monk, is what I'm saying.
So you're saying you don't think it's Miriam?
So I am offering an explanation for how it could be Miriam.
All right, guys. Pushing for final nom here. Baker can nominate and Miri can nominate.
I'll nominate Baker.
Miri nominates
Oh,
Baker. Miri, floor is yours.
I am the librarian. I promised you my role is what it is, and so if I'm saying that Baker or Brian is drunk, then Becky can't also be drunk. There's only going to be one drunk person. It sounds like what everyone's logic is pointing to is that it's Baker.
No, that's
Baker, your defense.
Okay.
It's gonna tie. At least. I gotta pee.
I don't even know where to start. There's no. All right, so I was the chef. I was given 2. I operated under the impression most of the game I was drunk, so I didn't disseminate any information that was going to potentially run the game in the wrong direction. When we figured out I was drunk, now somehow, once I got confirmed that my information was bad, now it suddenly makes me look suspicious. I'm not entirely sure how this is happening. I'm offering you an explanation that I could have been poisoned on night 1, and Becky could be the drunk, so her Slayer shot didn't effectively hit Miriam. That's one explanation. Another explanation is Brian is the demon. He killed a dead body to convince me that he in fact was the monk, and then I kept operating under the assumption I was chef. Those are the only 2 explanations I can offer you guys. Do with that what you will.
2 votes would tie. 3 votes would move it from Miri to Baker. Here. Wait. Brian, are you... Okay. Everyone's at their seat. Here we go.
So the reason I switched to Baker, I'll publicly say it. He was weird about his role of telling 2 because he thought it would change
Chris
people's
uses a
opinion.
ghost vote.
2 doesn't make any sense.
Matt G uses a ghost vote.
And Baker, I asked you if you were an information gatherer, and you said you weren't, and you said yeah.
4 is enough.
Chef is an
Baker,
information gatherer.
You made it
Baker,
seem like it was every day.
Baker, would you like to nominate Brian? It's your only legal nomination.
Yeah, yeah.
Baker nominates Brian. Baker, go ahead.
I have no reason.
There's no reason. I love
Brian,
you,
your
Baker.
defense.
I'm the monk.
If you guys genuinely want to win this game, you're voting the wrong person off right now.
I think, yeah.
4 votes would tie. 5 votes would move it from Baker to Brian. Here we go.
Sunny.
Wow, he's got 3.
Big dog, don't do it.
Why can't I? Oh shit! I
You
mean,
have to. Yeah, you have
yeah.
to. That was it. That was the right play because Mitch just tried to sneak it in to save.
Fuck, we lost though. I think.
Yeah,
4
yeah, you
votes
did.
ties the
Great
vote.
job, Mitch. Good job,
No
Mitch.
execution can occur. We
Mitch
all
just saved
go
it.
to sleep.
That's
No
fine.
one has died. We're all in our cottages.
Oh wait. Did we get 5, Pat?
No, you
Yeah,
got
but it was on
4.
Brian.
No, we got
It was
5.
4 to 5, and I had 5. I just died, and
I
Mitch
voted too.
Mitch won the game right there.
Wait.
We got 5 votes.
Yeah.
I tied it, and then Big Dog still pounding on.
Mitch
Oh,
Mitch just won the
on
game for the Eagle
Brian.
team right there.
Yes.
So sorry,
fucking
Brian is
slipped up.
executed and dies. So
He
either
slipped
way,
up.
it's the
Baker
same
slipped up at the
result.
end, and we let it happen. He slipped up.
Good job, Mitch. That was a good vote.
Congratulations to the evil team. Wow. Wow. What a game. That went so long.
100%.
Baker literally said it the last day. He said, "If Mitch is the minion," he literally said, "Mitch is the minion." Like he
I
said,
think we all knew Mitch was.
So
We were all
Miri
operating on the
was
assumption
the
that it
imp.
wasn't
Miri
Baker.
won as he. Just kidding. It was-
Good job, Baker.
Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it.
Okay.
Play.
So we had 2 first night information gatherers. Big Dog, the investigator, was told that either Chris, the empath, or Matt G, the recluse, who was registering as a poisoner, was the poisoner. Neither of them was a poisoner. There was no poisoner in the game. Miri was told as the librarian that either Brian, the drunk, who thought he was the monk, or Baker, the imp, was the drunk. Let's see what happened there. Chris got a 1 on first night between Big Dog, the investigator, and Mitch, the Scarlet Woman. Baker was your slayer. She shot at Miri, the librarian, which of course caused nothing to happen. Sonny was your undertaker. He dug up Big Dog, the investigator, and saw him correctly as the investigator. Brian thought he was protecting people. He wasn't. Matt G was the recluse, registered as the poisoner once, and I think that's the only time the recluse power came into play.
All pointed to Baker. It all pointed to
Baker's bluffs were chef, fortune teller, and mayor. Man, when's the last time we had a good victory? It's been a while, dude.
Mitch,
Wait, so-
you won that game.
Miri was poisoned the first night. Is that what you said?
No.
Wait, no, because if we tied, then it's a hung vote anyway. So Mitch's vote didn't do anything, right?
No, my
Wait.
vote was what tied.
Oh,
it.
I was drunk.
Mitch
I was
vote
drunk.
secured it. Joe's vote didn't
Yeah.
matter. Joe's vote didn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Joe
Mitch
had
won
his
that.
Yeah,
face
but-
handed.
Oh, are you saying that Joe wouldn't
Mitch
have
either-
voted if Mitch hadn't voted?
Exactly. I wouldn't have voted. No.
So Joe's vote makes Brian get executed and die. Either
Whereas
way,
the hung
either
vote-
way, the game's over. If
I
it's
could not. I
tied,
couldn't. Yeah.
if it's tied, no one is executed, and then Baker just
kills
kills
someone.
someone in the
Right.
night. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, okay.
Baker. Okay, so you picked a dead body. Is that what you did?
Of course he
You-
did. He
you
totally
little-
baited you into thinking.
And he was like, "I don't know that I would
Ryan.
have done that."
Brian, your play was so dumb anyways because
I told Pat, I said, I think this game turns to me tomorrow. My only shot is to kill a dead body and convince Brian that I'm good with him, and then hope that he rides.
Oh, I
me to
told
the
you I
end.
was saving you every day.
yeah, that's why I was like, that doesn't make any sense, Brian.
And then I told Pat the next night, I was like, my only shot is if I can pull Chris aside and convince him, and I didn't do it, and I almost
It was a
lost
tough
because I
game.
couldn't
Still
do it.
pulled it off though.
Dude,
I don't
at
get how
two,
you-
if
honestly-
you had said anything other than 2, maybe even 1.
I
honestly, the
realized
2
it
was
after
like,
I
there's
said
no way.
2. I realized it after I said 2. I was like, that's gonna cost me the game. And
There's
then
no. I was like,
I
it's
couldn't.
not
I couldn't say I
possible.
lied.
I don't understand. We had him on the ropes. We literally had it deduced.
All
It
pointed
was,
to Baker. Yeah.
it was Miri or Becky, or Mitch and Baker, and Baker literally goes, "If Mitch is the minion, what do we do? Like it could be Brian." It
Yeah,
could be
but
this."
everyone
It's like,
thought I was
okay.
I,
if
everyone
he's saying
thought
it-
he was a minion.
Baker,
If
remember
he's
when she
saying it,
told
then
us
we
we
know.
were drunk and you're like, well, that changes everything. You made it seem like you were like learning shit every day and like,
Yeah.
Dude, I liked
I was
Baker
like,
in this
God
last
damn it.
day doing the like when he's good and someone's like trying to kill him and he's like, you gotta think of another way. I was like, Baker's perfectly acting out good Baker. I was like, and then he was like kind of stumbling at the end. He couldn't quite figure out the thing. I'm like, oh no.
just want to point out the
So
one
I
time.
was like, what would I do if I was good? And I was like, I
As
don't
soon as I
honestly
saw
remember.
Becky and Sonny use their ghost votes, I was like, I can tie it.
If I ever don't think it's Baker, he's bad. Whenever I think it's Baker, he's good. That's what we need to play.
I was
off of.
trying really hard to not look like I was reaching over for my mouse to hit that hand up at the last second too. I was like,
Yeah, that
Yeah,
vote was huge.
the position in there, Matt,
That was huge.
because
Yeah, that won the game.
you were
Yeah.
sort of almost like borderline outed evil. So if you were like right next to Baker, would have been
wouldn't have
fucked.
worked.
Yeah.
Literally, so that's what won the game. That was big.
Great games, everyone.
All right, I'm going to bed.
I haven't got a win in a long time. Thank you
GG's.
guys.
Good job,
Yeah,
Baker.
me neither.
Night. Okay.
GG. Oh,
Big
Pat,
Dog, you wanna
need to switch,
get one?
You need to switch Stide's room to Maggie's room, by the way.
I agree.
Oh, you gotta get that out of there.
Wait, change what?
Stides has his own room and needs to be demoted
Yeah.
and given over to Maggie.
Oh, why did I give Stides his own room? When did that
Yeah, it's
happen?
embarrassing.
He showed up for a little bit there, but he gone.
Wait, but he wasn't on the email about getting your own room. Was it like
No, no,
because
no.
we needed to like last
I think
minute
we
made
need
the
a couple-
room
yeah, I think we need a
because
couple
we had a
more
huge
rounds.
game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chris,
definitely.
I was
Absolutely.
when I talked to Pat the night before, when you messaged and said, Baker, I want to talk to you first thing, and Pat came to me, I was like, all right, this is make or break it. I either convince Chris or I lose the game. And I did not convince you, and I
I was
somehow
gonna
did not
say,
lose the
and
game.
you were able to win anyway. Yeah.
That was not me.
You
That was
you
Mitch.
kind of like gave up there too, and somehow you got Sonny and Becky to vote for Brian.
Because they haven't. I was kind of hoping like my giving up would be exactly kind of how I did it on good, and maybe
Yeah.
I might steal a vote.
Well, I mean, Big Dog, you just were non-committal, right? Like, because basically by you
I
not
didn't want to
voting
put
for
too.
Baker.
I didn't want to put too many votes. I feel like 4 votes was enough.
See, we've done that in the past, and it's cost us. I think it cost us this time. If you thought it was Baker, you got to vote for him, because if you had voted for Baker, then Mitch's play can't work out.
Yeah, but if I had known, I didn't know that Becky and Sonny were going to vote for Brian.
Exactly, but that's the thing. You don't know what other people are going to do. So, like, if you think it's Baker, like, you need to just vote. Like, you need to commit to your
I mean, I was
decision.
probably like 65% Baker.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I
mean,
wanted to
think
leave
it's just like
myself
a
an
lesson
outlet.
Where, like, you can't, because I've had games before where I was like on the fence, so I just like wanted to not commit, and ended up like the same thing happened where it ended up costing. So,
Right, because the evil vote is out there,
yeah, and like you don't know what the other
especially
people
with
do.
with 3-person evil teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good game though. But like,
Yeah.
I feel good about the fact that like I felt like all the puzzle pieces pointed to Baker, because the whole thing was like it can't be Becky and Miriam because I got a ping on either Mitch or Joe. But then if I'm drunk, then Baker can't be drunk. So like it all came back and pointed to Baker, at least in my mind.
I think the poisoner thing at the end. I think.
Yeah, that was. I
was
guess that was the
plausible.
one scenario.
Yeah.
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 That's true. That's true.
So Brian was the drunk?
Yeah.
But then you'd have to argue. Yes, Brian was a drunk. You'd have to argue that
Big Dog Logan.
you'd have to argue that there's a poisoner in the game, and I showed Joe a poisoner between a recluse and an empath, which I would do, but you would have to argue that.
Yeah. No, I think that's good.
Because I almost wanted to put Scarlet Woman, and I was like, well, if they figure out it's a recluse, they'll assume it's not a Scarlet Woman game, even though it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to start working on second levels with you guys with these fucking.
This is
I
fun.
should have
I'm
stepped
glad
up and
Sonny came and played with us. I'm working on trying to get more people playing. So if y'all got anyone else, like,
Yeah.
I'm knowing the shit out of people, but hopefully that'll convince them to come.
Yeah, I feel like we need 1 or 2 more like almost every week people. Colin's
Yeah.
Colin's a huge pickup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish you would do more than one game, but Colin's a great addition.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Also, now until the end of time, I have to assume that Miriam is evil, because eventually she has to be evil, right? Like, eventually it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well, she's been evil like every time, and I just change it.
Kyle's also Sims.
I'm
is
just
also
kidding. I would
said he's
never do that,
been-
Chris.
Never,
I would
never. All right, boys.
Sims told me he's like, I've never been the imp
All right,
before,
Chris.
and like he really wants it.
Wait, who said that?
Kyle Sims.
Oh, no shit.
He's been evil, but never the demon.
Oh,
Good game,
Minion's
Baker.
more
Cool.
fun anyway, right?
Chris, did you get any comments from your viewer about Brian?
Pat, you
Oh,
want
I wish.
to play?
I have a viewer. They
Yeah,
just don't say
I'll
anything,
play.
So I don't know.
We get the old headset.
See you, boys.
Later,
All
bye.
right.